everybody. My name is Frankie McDonald. You're listening to SimpCast with Chrissie Mayr. I'm Frankie McDonald.
I want my baby back, Chili, baby back, red.
Caller, this call is for Ayala. Hi. So.
Hey, do you remember me?
Who's this?
Nick.
No.
Last name Gers.
Nick Gers. I don't know names. I don't even remember my mom's name.
Say it again.
If you even tell me my mom, I wouldn't remember her name. Like, I'm really bad with names. How do you look?
When you say my name again, I don't even know if you heard me right.
Nick Gers.
Thank you.
Why? Why do you have to call in like that? Why do you have to call in like that? That's not a good caller. It's a horrible, horrible caller. All right, I'm going to play you a little song.
Nick Gers!
All right.
Oh, Nick.
Me Chinese, me play jokes, me put pee-pee in your coat.
What's up, Vivek?
Hey.
Whoa!
Look at this.
What's up, guys?
I was craving a Slurpee.
Can I get my change back correctly?
You know, we'll.
I feel like a lot of us are conservative in the way that we just want to be able to say the N-word and it not really matter.
That's all I want. Come on. Is that so much to ask? Can't I just say the N-word? Does that make me a bad person?
Come on, guys.
Violet's a huge fan of yours. She loves censored TV.
Oh, great.
I do. I love your show. Big fan.
All she wants is to be able to say the N-word, but that's the only thing that's holding her back in life.
Yeah.
Oh, it just, you go like this.
How are you and your man?
Oh, Bisconti, he's in hospice. I'm teasing.
Oh,
it's a joke. It was an old man joke.
No, there was somebody in the hospice on meeting earlier, so I was like, oh, geez.
I'm just kidding. He's fine. Oh my God, we're great. I'll marry that man.
Oh,
he's adorable. So.
If my baby's fall out, this is your fault, John. I'm just saying.
Jumping jack. Whoa!
Yeah, don't.
Whoa!
What was it?
Whoa!
Okay. There. I did it. What, you can take me?
I just died
My
in
baby's
your
fall out.
arms
This is your fault,
tonight.
John.
This must have been something to say.
Whoa!
I just died in your arms tonight.
There. I did it.
Are you winning, son?
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm an English teacher, a dialect coach, and today I'm going to show you exactly what actors do perfectly and terribly when they try to do a British accent. Let's rate some accents.
My kink is British accents. Oh, is that all right?
Cheerio, cut!
Yeah, right then. Bush cheerio.
You're really attracted to this.
Oh, bloody hell.
I had to look up where she grew up and went to school because I genuinely don't know why she's so good. She's not trying to sound perfect.
I'm taking the dog, dumbass. I'm taking the dog.
He's just happy to have the attention. He's just happy to have the attention.
Got tired of my scheming. It's me. Hi, I'm the baddie. It's me.
Our next guest is originally from Danville, Illinois. He enjoys cold beer and hot music. Says that he and his mom don't see eye to eye on his love life. And he claims that his job has cost him several relationships. Please welcome Robert Faggot. Faggot is rather an odd name.
Yeah, you know, it is an odd name.
Speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
No, Mrs. Stef. Musical Jata.
Ding, 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 ding.
Happy day. Wednesday. Happy day. Thursday, Friday. Happy day. The weekend comes. My cycle hums.
Your lip. Just kind of get it in there. Fill it in a few different times just to kind of get a real deep color. And then kind of go in here at the bottom.
I'm gay. I have relationships with men and sex with men.
Hello, welcome to SimpCast, everybody. Hello, people. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Sunday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope you guys are not feeling the Sunday sads. If you are, guess what? We're here to turn those frowns upside down. Oh God, we got a lot of internet to cover. We got a lot of things happening. I think the U.S. is breaking up with Canada. Kanye and his wife were kicked out of the Grammys. My gosh, there's so much happening. Are you guys ready to simp? Do you have your simping pants on? I'll let you put them on. Some of these gals you've seen before. Some of these gals maybe you haven't. Either way, they're all worthy of your love and attention. Welcome to the show. It's Gothix. It's Courtney. It's Stef. It's Shanny popping her SimpCast cherry and cherry. Perez. Yay. Hi, gals. I'm going to put Shanny over here. I like to make it look like everyone's looking at each other. It's a little YouTube trick. No, it's not. It's just me. Look at all the beautiful colored backgrounds. This is great.
It's like a little rainbow.
Hi, everybody.
A good kind of rainbow.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Thanks to Trump, there'll be no more rainbows allowed. Not even occurring in nature. That he's shut that one down. No more funding to the actual just rainbow in nature. And yeah, it's wild. There are some teachers that are kind of they're like, well, too bad. I'm gonna hang up my own rainbow flags in classrooms and whatnot, but I feel like that's not going to be for long because the average parent is like kind of sick of that shit. And the average teacher is needs to keep their job. So anyway, hello. Hi, Gothix. I haven't seen you in a while.
Hello. It's good to see you. Good to be here. How you been?
I've been good. I bought a big girl bed today.
What does that mean?
I just bought it. We bought a bed. I've never in my life, in my 29 plus years, gone into a store that sells beds, laid down on a couple, and then bought one and then left. It's just, there was like the place my parents' house, and then I went to college, so it was like whatever bed they had. And then whatever apartment I lived in, like it was whatever bed was there. And then I got a free bed like 10 years ago from my sister. I don't know. I don't know how she got a free bed. That sounds maybe illegal. And then I just now bought my first ever bed. So it's I'm really excited about it. And it's
Nice.
like it feels like you're buying a car with no wheels. It's like really I was not prepared with how expensive it was going to be. But then
Oh yeah.
you tell yourself, well, you're going to spend half your life on your bed, or what is it? What's the fact?
30% or something like that, maybe?
30%. You're going to spend the third of your life on this bed. And then they're like, well, it'll last 20 years. And then I'm doing the math on like how old I'll be in 20 years. I'm like, man.
Yeah, well, you'll be like, what, 49 then?
Yeah, I'll be
something like that.
I don't
You
know.
know what's funny about that is when I was like 24, I lived right across the street from a mattress place. And so my roommate and I at the time, I just moved in and I think I'd been there living there for like a month. And I'm like, I'm sleeping on a freaking air mattress. I need to get a bed. And so she came with me and went across the street. Neither of us had cars. We lived in downtown Seattle. And so we walked over there and I bought a bed for like $200 and we carried it back to our apartment. And it was just so funny because the whole time we're like yelling at each other. Like, stop pushing it out. I'm going to drop it.
What do you think? I'm a mover?
It was so funny. Like, I think we probably really had a couple glasses of wine in us. And all I could think is like, I wonder what it was like for people driving by us to see us, trying to carry this stupid mattress across the street to our apartment.
Wow.
Like yelling at each other because we keep trying to balance it out. And we're like, oh, I thought it was leaning too far for you. And so I was trying to, oh my God.
But you did it.
Yes, hilarious memory for me for sure.
The whole time you were doing it, you were like, see, we don't need men.
Probably. I was a bit of a feminist at the time. Like, we're independent women. We don't need no men.
Until you have to do something like install an air conditioner. And then you're like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean what I said. Come back.
Until you have to do something like put together the bed frame.
Yeah. There was an accident with part of the reason why we got a new bed is because like when we were taking this mattress out, it was a Casper mattress. I don't know. I have no brand loyalty to them. They're not sponsoring anything. But I think when the mattress fell off the back of the moving truck when it was going from storage to the house we're in now, I think something got busted with it. I think it maybe broke on the inside. So it was like sloped and deflated on one side.
It's like snapped springs or something.
It snapped, or maybe it just gave up. It was like, look, I've been supporting you two losers for a long time, and now I'm done. I don't know.
Yeah, it was over. It was like, listen, I lived enough life at this point in time.
Yeah, I've absorbed all of your fluids all these years. I'm tired of it. I'm done. Ew. No, come on. We're a classy married couple. There's no fluids.
How did you get that baby?
I'll tell you where the fluids went. I can't even roll up my sleeves. The shirt is so tight.
I have a shirt like that. It's very annoying.
I thought you were going to say I have a blowjob shirt. It's just it's just the one.
Maybe I do. My blowjob shirt, my special hairband that I use.
Oh my God! How did this take a turn so quickly?
Anyway.
What I meant to sashay into was Gothix got a new. Would you say a new job since the last time we saw you?
Yeah, a new gig. Say. So I'm a spokesperson for Rippaverse, and Rippaverse is a comic book company that my friend Eric July made from the ground up, which is pretty neat. And so, yeah, you get to look at my face instead of his face.
Oh, that's so delightful.
How did you come to be the spokesperson?
He just asked me, and he was like, yeah, you want to be my spokesperson? That's pretty much it.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, totally. And, he told me he has a variety of reasons, and it's always interesting to see the internet sort of form their own conclusions. But, They
Because
can.
people have been shitty to him, and
Oh, I know. Yeah. And I think, you know what? In a way, I feel like I've been prepared for a position like this with, me and with my political commentary. You tend to attract a lot of weirdos on the internet. So this is nothing new, but I'm really excited because it's something that's not political commentary because I'm bored. I get really bored.
oh, really? Even with all the stuff that's happening just in the last couple weeks with Trump and.
I mean, it's exciting in the sense that I have my own opinions about it, but it's really just like clockwork. Like, okay, news comes out, we're outraged, we talk about it. Why are you surprised that people are crazy? That's just the world we live in. So I guess that repetition for me is a little bit boring. So I needed an outlet, and I'm getting that with Rippaverse. So I'm excited.
All I'm imagining that your job is just you like just posing with like a comic book next to your face. Like what? I'm sure that's not what's involved.
I'm just imagining you like you're like a press secretary, but for Eric July instead of the president.
Yeah, exactly. I guess people have equated me to that, which I'm okay with. I think I'm more palatable than the last press secretary, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, essentially,
we don't talk about her, okay?
Yeah,
we just forget that happened.
But yeah, I just give like company updates and talk about the products and the universe, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Good, awesome, wow, very exciting. Cool. Shanny is here. We have never had Shanny on SimpCast before. She is a cosplayer. I don't know if you want to give the world, and by the world I mean the 5 people watching, let everyone know who you are, what you're into, what kind of content you make, etc. Oh shit, we can't hear you.
Shanny, no.
Shanny, no. We did
Shanny, can you hear me?
Shanny, can you hear me? We did a mic test and everything before.
Oh no. Come back.
Hello?
Oh no, you sound like
a
little bit like a squeaky Minnie Mouse.
Try it again.
It's adorable, but I just don't understand.
Yeah.
So that's like a chipmunk. It's like Alvin.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was just thinking. Alvin, Simon, Theodore.
Do. All right, Shane's gonna figure that out. Hello, Stef. What's new? I want to apologize. Last week, I straight up forgot to put you in the chat, and then I put a different Stef. I put my nerdy home in the chat. She was like, "What the hell is this?" I didn't even know I was gonna be on the show. I just confused my Stefs, and yeah.
I'm here now. But thank you so much for having me on again. I enjoyed the last time I was on SimpCast, so thank you so much for this, Chrissy. It's actually interesting hearing Gothix and her turning around and saying, working with Eric July is a little bit of a nice change of scenery, let's say, to all the political stories that she's been covering over the years, because I've kind of gone the other way around. So my main channel, Stef the Alter Nerd, is all about royal news and whatnot. But with my degree being in like politics, international terrorism and things like that, I decided to launch a second channel about politics and going into like linguistic analysis and things like that. So I'm kind of, I suppose, the opposite with Gothix in a way, going into politics and just changing it up a little bit and enjoying it really. So
cool.
Yeah. That's awesome. I think change is good. Either way, I'm happy for you.
Thank you so much. It's just really good to be able to get back to my roots and actually utilize my degree.
Yeah,
because it's been laying dormant now for about 20 years. Yeah,
she got her degree when she was 4.
Sorry, what was that, Courtney?
She got her degree when she was 4. She's advanced for her age.
No, I'm 38 years old.
I love that. I honestly would not.
38 is no.
It's amazing. What? I don't think any of us actually look our age on this panel, and let's just keep it that way. We're all in our 20s, okay? Thank you.
Totally.
I'm about to be 40, and so I just tell people like however old you want me to be, I don't care. I'll be 55, 25.
Just don't tell people that. Just, Just be like, look at then when people say how old, you be like, oh, look at the time.
I mean, I used to
Do I still
forget how
sound
old
like
I
a
was.
chipmunk?
No,
We hear
you
you.
sound
You sound
great.
like- you sound normal. Yay.
I do not know what happened. I
You
know, that's
sound
crazy.
great. Hi,
Oh,
Shanny.
hi.
Tell the people a little bit about you and your content.
Hi, so my name is Shanny. I've been cosplaying since 2018, and I do a lot of cosplays and streaming on Twitch, and I also act as well in some movies.
Ooh.
I think that's about it.
What are your favorite type of characters to cosplay as?
My favorites are like Harley Quinn, Hinata from Naruto, and probably Misty from Pokemon. I've cosplayed those like so many times, different
Okay,
variations.
I have to quickly look those up. When I think Hinata, I'm like, oh, it's they keep Hanating off. They're the sleepiest. Okay, I'm done. I'll come back. I'll come back when I have a joke.
My immediate thought is hello, Mara. Hello,
Hello,
Mara.
Respect for cosplaying Misty though. Proper OG Pokemon character.
Oh yeah,
I love-
Misty. I know Misty. Misty's the one that carried around the white
Togepi.
ball, the Togepi. Yeah,
Togepi, yeah.
The white ball person. Hi, Cherry Perez. Your background's looking very, very cherry-like. What's new with you in your world?
Not much. My husband and I just got back. We were in DC for the inauguration.
You went to the
Fortunately-
inauguration.
Well, we tried. We tried, but obviously got moved indoors. And we were already halfway there. I had tickets for my senator and everything. And we were like, all right, well, let's just try to go to the rally or something. That didn't work. We stood outside for like 3 hours I'm from Minnesota, but that was terrible. It was like snowing and raining and freezing. So kind of a bummer, but it was still fun. I got to meet, more like-minded people because there are not a lot of people like me where I live. So that was fun. And yeah, other than that, not much. I have a video coming out tomorrow of more woke TikToks.
Ooh.
And that's really it. Just making videos. But yeah.
Okay, awesome. I love it. Yes, thank you, chat. Togepi. Now everyone's
Yes.
Let me blow through a couple of these little chats before we get into the topics. Dan Halen, ew, gross. The Northerner. Are you talking about Stef?
Yeah, who's
I
a
don't
northerner?
I don't think we have any Canadians. I immediately think Canadians when someone says ew, a Northerner. Hello, push-ups. Hey, Shanny, are those books or video games?
These are all movies, DVDs back there.
No,
I have a
neither.
wall of
This is
DVDs.
push-ups trying to drop game. There'll be more of that throughout the evening. Deranged lunatic Courtney was yelling pivot.
When I was moving my bed.
Really?
I was probably.
Yeah.
That Friends episode when they're moving the couch. Pivot!
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Leg. Thank you for the yellow boy. Instead of calling me leg, please call me laugh. 66 equals H. Thanks for your help, Chrissy, Kanye's wife. 7 out of 10. You know what? Just for that, I'm going to keep calling you leg. Log.
Why would 66 mean H?
Right. Just write GH then.
Yeah. And now I'm going to fight with you, leg.
Leg.
Hey up, leg.
Yes, I cannot show it, but Kanye and his wife showed up to the Grammys, and Bianca
That was the Grammys?
Sensori. It's tonight.
I thought
wrong with him?
I thought that was the first aid relief thing. Wasn't that what was behind them? Who cares what it was, really? But
She showed up. God, I want to show this, but I can't. Even the Daily Mail version has it blurred out, but I don't want to take the risk. So, she came totally nude to the Grammys. She wore like a thin, almost looked like pantyhose type dress.
Of course
but
she
like
did.
nips, totes visible, chooch area,
Punani.
very much out there. And she
Everything.
did this big reveal with her coat. Like she had this big coat.
did you see the weird pose that she did when like she was first standing and like facing the cameras, and then they walked to like another section and she turned around, but she didn't do the typical like. Instead, she just turned around and She just faced the wall. She didn't
Yeah.
even face the cameras, and he just stood there watching her the whole time. It was so that part was extra weird to me.
Wow. Yeah, that is weird.
Honestly, I'm not surprised. Like, if you look at award shows over the years, how they're wearing less and less clothing. It was eventually going to get to this point.
You're right. You're like can't top this unless you just show up with that's as naked as it could get and still be
Couldn't she wear
considered
some like
dressed.
pixelation, like a sim character or something?
No.
Like a
No?
headband with like a diamond over her
Yeah.
head.
She's never clothed ever, so it doesn't surprise me.
Is he just like pimping her out? Is he trying to be a cuck with her? I swear there's something weird going on there where like he's trying to get other people to like sleep with
To
her or
me,
something.
The vibe is, you ever watch like the dog shows that happen around Thanksgiving time? It's like a best in show. He's always like like trotting her out with like an invisible leash, like they have these very like chic leashes you can barely see, and it like helps keep the dogs like heads up so they have like good posture, and like he's just running around like a middle-aged woman in New Balance sneakers, like, look, that's my wife.
Well, Kanye's been very open about his corn addiction, and I just think like a lot of people have been speculating, he's fallen back. Just some people say he has handlers. Like, it's crazy, the theories, but I mean, obviously something has changed, because this is not the same Kanye from even 3 years ago. Like, I don't know. It's actually really sad. I mean, I'm a Christian, so I was really here for Kanye's Christian art. So to see him go from that to whatever this is,
Wasn't he
is
talking
sad.
about like starting a pornography business too?
Really?
It's so weird.
Like after he came out and said that he was a Christian and all that kind of stuff was bad, then suddenly he turned around and got this Bianca wife, and then was like wanting to start a business in that industry and started parading her around nude.
She is very nude. I mean, her body's awesome. It's like, we get it. You haven't had kids. Congrats. Well done.
Or binge eating disorder.
Either way.
Well, la-dee-da, cool. Nice for you, Bianca.
Well, I liked Kanye when he was questioning the Jews. I don't like this new version.
Yeah, when he had that
cry.
that Net and Yoo-hoo on Alex Jones on InfoWars. That was a great time.
God. Oh my God, that was really weird.
With that mask. Oh,
What's
it was
up,
hilarious.
Saw? Hi to the very beautiful ladies. I always enjoy listening to your stream at work every weekend and never missed one. Steph, I love your accent.
Thanks. Cheers. It's a Yorkshire accent. That's why I was called a northerner earlier on, because I live in north of England. So,
Well, who would say ew to you though? That's weird.
She's where the pudding is from.
Yes,
Yorkshire
Yorkshire
pudding, there you
pudding.
Yes, no turquoise. Lol. Good evening, ladies. No, I don't. DS, you're being weird again. No,
He's on his own planet.
He is.
He's doing his thing.
Her little will what? Her little will tickle university proper. DS, I'm gonna have to put you in a penalty box, a little timeout for not making sense. Thank you though. Push-ups. Naruto and Hinata are the best couple in anime. Hinata, like a piñata, like a female or a male piñata. Hinata.
At Camp Granada.
Okay, push-ups. That's enough. That's enough from you. Speaking of Kanye, I guess he's been having a little bit of engagement with our friend Elon Musk on Twitter. Let's see here. I always enjoy. Oh, and he posted the DMs.
Oh.
No, these are texts.
Kanye always does that.
These are texts.
He I would never text Kanye anything because he constantly leaks text messages like this.
I hate that. Thanks, family. Yeah, he just posts his texts with Elon. Elon saying you should post pictures and videos related to the products. That will be far more effective than just a URL. He says, "Thank you. I'm on it. Will reactive when I get the product videos ready." Elon gives that a thumbs up, and then he says, "Anything real and cool works." And then he says, "Oh, like me."
Man.
Sideways laughing face.
Man, he's definitely getting old. That's like
he is definitely texting like an old person.
like that's just like I feel like that's just a joke that like
is
somebody
like a
with an
dad.
older, yeah, like a dad text or something. Real and cool, yeah, like me. Okay, thanks, Dad. Just send me the freaking thing or whatever.
Paragraph emoji.
Yeah. Oh, Kanye.
But now we know.
For some
Anytime
reason, it works when he does it.
anytime we text Kanye, it just so you know, it could end up on Twitter.
All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind in case he ever texts me. It could happen any day now.
You never know.
Throw back my all-time favorite Kanye tweet. I need a room full of mirrors so I can be surrounded by winners.
Yes.
Wow, that's from 2016.
I was actually going to buy a banner of that to put behind me as my background. I don't know. I should do that.
I guess I have no thoughts about this. It's nice to see little snippets of Kanye, I guess.
I mean, I don't even understand any of this. Like, why? What? I don't even know why it was posted or anything.
He's trying that I guess appreciates Elon's hot tip, because he's telling him how to get more engagement on Twitter.
Well,
Man.
yeah, anything cool will work. Duh. Like, what kind of advice is that? Like,
Well, he also is old, so I feel like this is just dad combo, you know? Like,
yeah. Post pictures of your products, not of your naked wife. Thank you.
yeah, more effective. Like so I mean, is it like more engagement or to like sell products? Because I mean, I feel like either way, that's just obvious. Like, yeah, if you want more engagement, just like posting something to take you away from the site is not going to get engagement, and like just posting a URL just to sell something, no one's going to be interested. You want to like show them what it is before they go to the site and try to buy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I mean, he should know that he's a billionaire from selling stuff.
I don't know.
I don't get this. All in all, what's the point of him actually showing this text message?
Yeah, I don't get it.
With Elon, it's like, okay, so you're texting Elon, fine. Elon's telling you post pictures and videos related to products. Anything real and cool works. Wow, my whole world has been shattered by this new news of
revolutionary.
Like what?
It's a humble brag.
Is it just humble brag?
Okay.
He's got the hotline to Elon Musk and that's it.
Yeah,
I guess.
And like
that can be
that was the case.
That could be fabricated.
That would be so lame to fake a text with Elon.
And also like especially
doubt
a text
it's
like
fake.
this, but like if you have to if that's like your amazing advice from Elon to help you like get engagement and stuff, like yeah, you probably don't know how to fabricate a text message anyway.
Yeah,
and
Kanye doesn't have time to fake texts. He's too busy picking up his wife's underpants from the floor.
He's too busy burning all of his wife's clothes.
But if I'm not mistaken, hasn't Elon, if I caught it right, responded underneath, essentially through his response confirming that this whole thing is real?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
he said cool, right?
Yes, because he did rocket emoji.
There you go.
Rocket. Yeah.
That's not okay. I'm just gonna tell you something right now. That is not Elon Musk running that account, but
no,
maybe. Oh no, I'm 100% convinced that
it's a rocket. That's his thing.
No, have you seen like when whoever's running that account actually like types out sentences? That is an H-1B visa intern right there. You make this lie? Where you find this lie? That is a freaking in another country. That's why he only posts emojis and what is it? It's usually just emojis or right. I think there's like one word that he always uses. I can't remember now, but it's usually just a repost and with an emoji that he tweets for the most part.
That's kind of ruining my whole fantasy that Elon's just home responding to tweets.
Yeah, it's not him.
Got time.
It's a foreign intern.
Boo. That's a bummer. Okay. Let's see. This is kind of we'll see if we get demonetized for this topic.
Ooh.
This is from Twitter, but this I think was taken from Reddit. In the age of Trump, my neo vagina is pooping.
Because that's normal.
We're gonna find out if this is normal. Not safe for work. My neo vagina is pooping.
What's
Hello.
a neo vagina?
We're gonna find out. Hello, all. I know it's like a nano pet. No, it's something very different. Hello, all. Recently, I have had sexual reassignment, and everything has been going great up until last night. I was getting a little saucy with a pencil, the only thing that does not hurt, and suddenly there was this sharp pain. I was assuming it's normal, like your hymen being broken, and I just fell asleep pretty soon after. This is how I know this person does not deserve, could not even handle a real vagina, because
A sharp pain is not normal.
you're not supposed to be sticking pencils inside you, idiot. This
How
is how I
else
know
are you supposed to dilate your neo vagina?
Why do people want to put things in holes that
Because
aren't meant to be put in
because
holes?
these are men. You know what I mean?
But there's stuff designed for it. There's stores designed specifically for these things. You can just you don't
men
have
are
to.
lazy.
Yeah, a pencil.
Okay, keep going. Let's go.
Is it
All right.
sharpened, unsharpened? I don't even know.
Oh,
anyway,
no.
this person stuck a pencil in there and just fell asleep pretty soon after. Woke up a bit sore and there was a bit of blood, but then I assumed this was normal until I went to the bathroom. Then I went shit and I wiped. Shit from my vagina. But this is disgusting. I don't know why I don't know why I thought this was a good idea to talk about this. I put a finger up there to check, and sure enough, there was feces inside of my vagina. I am really scared that I messed something up. Help. Edit. I know it's my vagina pooping because I wiped my butthole clean, and then I got a new wipe, and I wiped my vagine, and there was still, oh my God.
Did this person seriously type vagina?
There's still shit even after I finger checked. This is disgusting. This whole scenario is disgusting. I really can't wait for this to be in the age of Trump. These surgeries are going to become illegal, I think.
Yeah, well, because the cool thing about neovaginas is if you don't have enough tissue from the penis and balls to like make a vagina, then they use the colon.
What?
They use parts of the colon to complete it. So it'll
How do you know
secrete.
this, Courtney? I mean, that's what it sounds like from the post.
Yeah, no,
here.
it's a whole thing. I figured this out the same way I found out that they use your part of your arm to make a penis if you don't have enough tissue from your vagina to make a penis. This is usually very common if they use puberty blockers because their genitalia never fully grows. So they have to use other. For some reason, though, I guess the colon is similar in texture and look or something to the skin of the vagina because like your regular skin is
feel like colon would be similar to a butthole because I imagine just like a calamari situation. That would be. I'm not a medical person, but I'm
imagining like the skin because like the inner vaginal inner labia and all that like that skin is not the same as like this skin, right? And
it's
so
very sensitive and like thin.
Yeah, so
See, this is why I love coming on this show, because I always learn something new, wacky, weird, and wonderful every time. Now I know about neovaginas, and now if anyone else came up to me with a similar problem, I shoved a pencil up my fake vagina, now I'm pooping out of it. What the hell do? I'll be like, I had that conversation with a few of my mates.
Yeah, you must have stimulated the
go to the doctor, do first, like ER now. What the hell?
Yeah,
why is he going on why is this person going on the internet?
Yeah,
because I can tell you why. Because these doctors don't work with their patients. Like they'll basically do the surgery for you, and then they just abandon you as a patient. It's like figure it out.
They lie to their patients a lot. You see a lot of people on the internet that are like, "Oh yeah, my doctor told me that I am getting periods, and that's why I have these period symptoms." You don't have a uterus. You don't have ovaries.
Oreos either.
You know what? And you're not allowed to have Oreos now. But you don't have ovaries. You don't have uterus. Like you're not having a period. And then these people are like, "Well, I bleed out of my butthole sometimes." That you have to go to the doctor. That is not you having a period. Like. your cramps and diarrhea, that's too much Taco Bell. That's not a
okay.
period.
Oh, I'm getting my period. It's like, no,
Your hormones
just
aren't fluctuating. You're
pooping.
putting the exact same amount of hormone of estrogen in your body every day or month or however often you administer it. So like no, that's not a period. Oh my God, the whole situation. So, but these doctors are lying to them and telling them, oh yeah, that's a regular period. And so, yeah, so this kind of stuff, like they don't know that they need to go to the doctor because the doctor probably told them that bleeding is normal because they have a vagina now.
They probably just poked. Here's how I know this is a
dude is pooping out of the wrong hole. I'm kind of thinking it's pretty obvious that something's wrong there when you're pooping out of the front hole rather than the back one.
It was
the doctor can't square that circle.
Yeah, I've never pooped out of my front hole.
Me neither.
Ever.
Me neither. For anyone out there wondering, no.
My God.
No.
But, like, here's how I know that this is a dude, because when you hear dudes talk about, like, oh man, if I had a vagina, I would just put everything in it. And this is exactly what's happening. But put a pencil in there. It's like, I'm sure when you go home with your new vag, they give you, I don't know, like official fake vag opening tools. You know,
a dilator is what it's called.
There's got to be that this is a multi-million-dollar industry. There's not a company that makes specific objects to put in there. You're not supposed to be using just household items, but these men are not careful with their fake vagina that they paid a lot of money for. They'll just put whatever in there.
But even so, like the dilators that they give you, that should tell you that you're not supposed to have a vagina because it's literally a wound that is trying to close.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But
I honestly can't imagine like going this far. You know, I can understand how you're a young kid in high school, you know, you're a little bit different. Maybe you don't have a lot of friends. And online it's like popular to be trans or whatever. And maybe you start dressing up as the other gender and doing a little bit of that. But to go this far, like I can't understand it. I can't.
Yeah.
Too much upkeep. It's too much. Like, you're gonna go the rest of your life, you're gonna be an 80-year-old person still fighting your fake vagina from closing up. Like, that's really what you want to spend your time
pooping out of your fake vagina?
You know, I think a portion of it is the drive of like affirmation. So I think they see how much love this community gets. And so they go in, and I think when you get something like this, maybe they feel like they're already so far deep where I can't go back because I don't want to hurt the movement, or I don't want to seem like I actually had a rational thought about what I'm doing. So they just double down. And I mean, I really feel for these people because, you know, they're lost. But these doctors, they should know better. I mean, you're literally doing malpractice on people for what? Because you're afraid of getting called transphobic? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bad Google review.
There was crap, I can't remember her name. She went, or they, whatever, went on Candace Owens' podcast and were talking about how the doctor was like obsessed with transing them. Like, it was like an experiment for them.
Where was this?
And
was this on?
Is this a detransitioner, or is this somebody?
Yeah,
who...
I think so. I mean, they still appeared as a woman. I'm assuming just because it's like at this point, like there's no going back. So whatever.
Okay,
but
so
they came out maybe like a year ago, and yeah, so they went on Candace's podcast and we're talking about it. And this doctor, like, he wanted to prove that he could do this surgery and that, you know, he could pull it off really well. And he was obsessed with transing this person. And they were very young, I believe, like 15 or 16, something like that, still a teenager. And of course it went wrong. I mean, I don't think they were pooping out of their vagina, but it's still obviously, you know, they had a ton of effects that we hear about with people who do these surgeries. And again, the doctor just like ghosted them, like when it didn't work out. They just like discard these people because it's like, well, it didn't work, sorry, like not our problem anymore. And it's it's crazy. So I do think a lot of these doctors, I think that they get this weird like fascination too, and they want to, I don't know, prove their skills or something like that. But that's not the first time I've heard a story like that either. So
Wow. Yeah, it's like their
Yeah.
ego. They're like, "Oh yeah, I could Frankenstein this person and it'll work out." And it's like, "No, this is a person." And right,
Yeah.
you should be
I
doing
think
no harm.
gender dysphoria needs to be like further researched, and I just think like I get it, like that's an experience I don't understand and I'll never understand. I've never had it and whatever, but like I just don't think that this is the answer to like all this surgery and hormones. It just doesn't seem like it's the answer. A lot of people are still not fully satisfied because they're never going to fully be that other gender, and they know that. And it just is like, then you have all these medical issues, like, I mean, stuff like this. But even if somebody doesn't have, as obvious of a medical issue, Buck Angel talks about all the medical issues that he goes through because of the
Oh yeah.
testosterone. And like,
Yeah, and he freely admits he's like, I'm not gonna live as long because of what I've been through, and he got all that stuff done at a time where it wasn't popular at all. And same thing, doctors didn't tell you what is the result of the hormones. Like he talks about like how his ovaries, basically his whole reproductive system, just sort of like, I'm not like, he didn't say dry up, but like sort of withers away, and what that does to you on the inside. And it absolutely doesn't help, because you go from being someone who's not comfortable in your body to someone who's not comfortable in their body, but you just now have a ton of medical bills, and you're constantly like, oh, is my neo vagina pooping? Instead of before you were like, oh, I just feel kind of awkward in my body.
well, and then you have like, men who transition to female, like some of them have gender dysphoria, but a lot of them have autogynephilia. And for some reason, doctors don't know the difference. And then like women who transition to male,
they
like
just
some of
want to
them
make the money.
right. But then you have
Exactly.
women who transition to male who, like, some of them have gender dysphoria, but then a lot of them have like trauma that they're trying to step away from, and they think that if they present as male or just differently somehow, like there's some person that was bragging about getting non-binary surgery on her vagina so that people can't penetrate her ever again. Like, no, she's not she's not
Just
trans,
wear
she's
3
she's
pairs
an
of
abuse
underwear.
victim.
Just wear
Get a chastity belt. But like, this is an
Yeah.
abuse victim, not a trans person.
Right.
What are we doing here? Like, oh my God. It's like, for some reason, doctors seem to think that like they're doing no harm by just diagnosing all of them as trans instead of actually getting to the root of the issue and helping them solve the problem.
I think the therapists kind of like led the way, and they were like, well, we have to,
I mean, if
sort
you
of agree to all these mental disorders and validate these people. And then what comes next? Well, we have to validate them with surgery. And they're like, okay, we're happy to make thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Well, I mean, statistically speaking, if you think of therapists, they all sort of, for the most part, lean in one direction, like ideologically wise. So it's understandable if you're going to see a therapist for depression or gender dysphoria or whatever, and they diagnose you, it's like, okay, well, that's their authority. And then when it goes down to the doctors, well, you have to listen to the people that are licensed in psychiatry. Obviously they know better. It couldn't possibly be that maybe they're misinformed or whatever. But I agree. I mean, this isn't a solution. You're just trading one problem for another problem, not even just the medical issues, but the acceptance stuff. It's like, you're going to run into a lot of things. Like all the time I hear people saying that they have trouble even dating because no one wants to date someone of the same sex. And it's not possible for you to actually transition. I mean, it's sad, but I mean,
go broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shanny, tell me about the cosplaying world. I don't know if you know, I have a friend, Ashton Blaze. She's gotten big into cosplaying the last couple of years. And I don't know, are you, because the gals I know that I mean, I talked to some gals in the adult industry. Most of them are left leaning. The ones that will tolerate association with me are maybe more right of center. And I know that in the adult industry, like when there is kind of like there are trans people, it's kind of like you have to be publicly very accepting of all of it, because if you don't, you'll be kind of canceled from inside the industry. Is that sort of the same thing in cosplaying, where like it doesn't matter what you really feel or what's the best thing to do for trans people, but if you sort of like encounter them in the industry, you have to like pretend to go along with it, or else sort of fear of cancellation? Oops, and you're muted. Oh no.
Oh,
there we go. Oh God, I can't hear
Nope.
you. Oh no. This is just. Can anyone read lips?
Does she know sign language? Can we?
I wonder what it is. Maybe try taking your headphones off. I wish I had a.
Maybe
I don't even-
there's too many USB things plugged in. Perhaps it's
Oh.
using too many resources and it's cutting off your audio.
Yes, the computer could be overwhelmed. Shoot, and it worked a minute ago. All right, while she fixes that, I'm going to go to Super Chats. It's DS again. I tried simping, not proper. Try again. Dan Nealon, best thing to come out of Yorkshire is the Yorkie. It's not for girls. Oh, the dog?
Well, no, it's a chocolate bar.
Oh,
chocolate
York
candy
peppermint
bar.
patty, of course.
Yeah.
Taste the sensation. MK Solid. Stef, will the king die soon?
I believe so, yeah. I don't
How
think he's
old
got
is
that
he?
long, no. So, yeah, I think he will pass away soon, unfortunately.
How old is he?
He has cancer, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
he does. He's in his 70s. It's been rumored it's pancreatic cancer. But it's not confirmed.
Yeah, it's over.
That's one of the
Yeah,
worst
exactly.
ones.
Game
Well,
over. And all that's being reported about him now in terms of his health is that they're just managing it.
That's sad.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Thank God we got that dopey picture of him though. In that with the I don't even know what to call any of it, but when he was what the day when he was like announced as king or whatever, and they had
the
got all the
coronation.
yeah, and they got all the photo ops and everything, and he's sitting there in his stupid hat, and he looks all dumb. He looks like a little kid, like playing with his toys, like he has no idea what he's doing. I was like, holy crap, people, you're getting taxed out of the butthole for that thing. This dope. It was cute, but at the same time, like this man, I don't think he belongs here.
Simon Ho, good evening, ladies. I can't wait for the Oscars. When are they?
I didn't know.
Hello?
When are the Oscars? I don't even know
Hello?
anything about award shows anymore.
Yeah.
They are March 2nd.
Me neither.
I didn't even know that like movies still like were a thing.
Can y'all
I
hear me?
forget all the time. I had to
Yes,
ask.
we can hear
Oh, good.
you.
Okay.
Yay!
Sorry.
Hi,
I don't know
Shanny.
what's going on. Hi.
Tell us what you think of the Neo vagina. No, let's. Oh yes, we're back to our bubbles. Are there basically? I'm curious. Are there a lot of trans people in the cosplaying world? And is there this pressure to kind of like, well, we have to go along with it, whether we sort of agree with it or not?
Oh, to be honest, I don't think I've ever encountered a situation having to do with that. And I'm very vocal about like what I feel about these things. And it's so weird because I would expect that I'd have a lot of people, angry at me and stuff. But people are like, like I agree with you. And I've had no issues with that.
That's good.
Or encounters with that. But I would expect I expected there to be some, but I guess I just haven't been around to meeting people like that.
Do you have any views that you express publicly that you're like, oh, you're almost prepared to get like some blowback from?
So let me think. A lot about like because I'm not left wing. I'm more leaning towards the right, but like I can't think of any examples on the top of my head, but
that's actually, I mean, I didn't think there were very many kind of like right-wing cosplayers just from
it doesn't seem like it. Yeah.
Just from like the conventions I go to. A lot of them are like, I'm going to say mentally ill, except for my dear friend Ashton. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to do that. All right. We talked enough about the pooping neo vagina. Let's see. TS says the block got cheeky over some fish and chips. What are you talking about, TS?
Yes, what planet do you come from?
He's a strange bird. Simon Ho, neo vagina. That's not a pencil sharpener. No, it is not. It is not. Yeah, no, it's not.
Lesson learned.
It's
Yeah,
kind
it
of the
is.
opposite. It's just gonna make it gooey. Derek C. 42% of these trans surgery complications will resolve themselves.
Oh
No, that's so. That was a
Derek
very
C.
sad but clever thing to say. We was Megas. If you're pooping out of a trans vagina, that basically means that you're getting feces in an open wound, right? How long until it turns septic? Oh,
It's true.
Oh, that's so sad
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
It is sad.
That's horrible.
It's just really sad to like even go through an experience like that and then like get that far with these doctors, you know, basically turning you into a permanent patient.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
We was Megas. Also, just to point out that going along with the lie and referring to trans men as she and trans women as he is only making the situation worse. Well, I think we're starting to come out of this era.
I think there's like a balance there because like if you essentially sound too quote unquote bigoted, no one wants to even like listen to what you have to say about it, and you're just immediately shunned and told that you're a piece of crap and whatever. So it's like there's a balance there of like, look, let's be real. I can be respectful to a degree, you know, because at the end of the day, I really don't fully understand that lifestyle. I don't really understand what they're going through. So I can still be respectful and let them know, like, I'm not trying to come from a place of like, I hate you and I don't want this at all. It's just more of that something's not right.
Yeah, we're going to go back to how it was 10 years ago before all this craze started. It's not going to be like a cultural thing that's pushed on kids that are maybe a little bit confused, or it's not going to be pushed on like autistic kids that need to be looked after instead of pushed this ideological stuff onto. It's going to be back how it used to be, whereas like there's a very, very small percentage of people who are trans, like the Buck Angels and the Blair Whites of the world, and it's going to be few and far between, and they're going to walk the walk, and they're going to go through the effort to actually, you know, they're not going to expect government handouts for these surgeries. They're going to like save up, do what they got to do, and it's going to be a hard life, but they know the risks, and it's going to happen like, you know, while they're adults, and that's going to be what they'll, I guess, do with their lives to make themselves happy, instead of this thing where you're like, oh yeah, we got to be stopping puberty with kids. We got to be
like, you know, hey, I'm a trans woman now, and so I want to get into women's boxing,
right?
And you know, stuff like that, like or swimming or something, that another sport that makes women extremely vulnerable in a locker room.
Right. Let's have trans people do the kind of sports that don't, like chess. I don't know, do things that don't involve your naked parts out, or like your physical strength being an issue. So
breaking women's skulls. Like that's one thing I actually was wanting to know is it that important for trans women to be in any sport at all? Like I didn't play any sports. I mean, well, am I fine? I don't really know. But like,
I think
is it
that
really that important?
No, these people just do it because they want attention, and it's like, oh, to a guy who thinks he's a woman, what is more validating than dominating in a female only space, weaseling your way in there to begin with, and then dominating all of the other women around you? Like, it's actually very male behavior when you think about it, which is ironic, because like women wouldn't act that way. A man would certainly act that way, but I fully believe they just do it for attention and whatever. I mean, these people are mentally ill at the end of the day, so it's not shocking that they would exhibit attention-seeking behavior. You know, I don't really think it's about the sport 90% of the time. I really don't.
Well, and I don't even think that those people are even like actually trans women. I think that they're just predators who are trying to take advantage of something that's, you know, you're going to be considered socially a social pariah if you don't allow me to do this. Like, I don't know of any I know trans women personally. Actually, I've met a few, and none of them have ever been that aggressive about wanting to like dominate in women's sports or anything like that. They're just like, I don't know, I just want to wear a dress and stuff, and some have people call me girl sometimes or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
if you really want to pass as female, have a really hard time taking a compliment. I don't know, take forever to leave the house because of multiple outfit changes and forgetting to put stuff in your purse. Just very much feel bad about canceling plans.
I guess my view is that I don't even think I don't believe that anyone can be trans. Like, if you were to just consider what is actually being articulated, it's someone who is having an identity crisis. So the question is, do we affirm them in their identity crisis? So, like, I'll agree. I think Courtney mentioned, there's a middle ground that you can approach with someone using someone's pronouns and stuff like that. Yeah. In those situations, for me, I just call them by their name because that's their name, and then that way I don't have to affirm a lie, because this is part of the problem of affirming a lie is we're always going to end right back where we started. So I don't actually believe that we're going to get back to a place culturally where people just want to transition and live their lives, because if we're starting with the lie and saying, no, you actually are a woman because you feel like it, well, eventually someone is going to say, well, show me how much you actually believe that I'm a woman. Will I be treated like a woman? Can I go into women's spaces? Because if you don't, now you're transphobic. You see what I mean?
Right.
How many curbs have you hit in your time when driving? If it's less than 3, you're not a woman. Okay.
Let's see you parallel park right now.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I've hit 3 curbs just like the last 3 times I drove somewhere. Okay. So I am a woman.
I like
that. How many pairs of shoes do you have? Oh, 2 or 3?
So, the way I see it is there are 2 biological sexes, male, female, that's it. For anyone to turn around and call me transphobic because I say that, I align myself with science and facts, so you do you. If I was in a women's only changing room or locker room, as you guys term it in America, and someone who was born male came in and they were trans, I'd walk straight back out. I won't feel safe. Yeah. And it's not against them per se, but I've always been open about this. I am a victim of rape, child sexual abuse. So I want to make sure that when I'm in a women's locker changing room, that I am safe and I am amongst women, biological, born, fully 100% grade A women, and that is
and you deserve to be protected from that. You
correct.
should be.
We all do. Now, for the trans community, however they want to live their lives, as long as they've chosen it when they're adult and they've got their full faculty to be able to make that decision, this, that, and the other, fine. They've got their freedom of choice. They want to go down that route, not a problem. But the line is drawn where they then try and say that they are 100% female.
Yeah, that's really
that. No. You're not 100% female. You'll never be 100% female. You will never know the experience or even feel the experience of giving birth, having periods, or any of that. So you're never going to be 100% female. The fact that they're trying to put that upon us.
Eating ice cream for dinner, like having girl dinner.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go. But the fact that they're trying to put that on us, to me, they're trying to diminish us as 100% grade A women and trying to elevate above us. And I'm just not going to have that. The whole issue of trans people in sports, do you know what? Go nuts. Not literally speaking, because some of them chop them off, but go nuts. The way I see it, though, is if they want to go into sport, that's absolutely fine. But just like we have the Paralympics, why don't we have the Trans Olympics?
Right. Then they'd all drop out.
No one would join.
Yeah.
But do you know what? If they are so hell-bent on wanting to still pursue their sport, whatever that may be, absolutely fine. Not going to stop you. Trans Olympics. Set one up specifically for them so that their freedom's not curtailed, so they can go ahead and do exactly what they want to do. Why they feel that they should encroach on 100% female grade A Olympic sport is absolutely unreal, especially when all the scientific evidence out there that I've read so far indicates that they still have an unfair advantage, even if they reduce their freaking testosterone to acceptable levels in this, that, and the other. That whole thing with Amir Khalif last year, you could freaking tell.
That's an actual
should
man.
not have been in that boxing ring.
That was never.
And then afterwards, it comes out in that report that, he's a little bit more male than we were talking about. I mean, come on.
Yeah. No, he's not like even a 1% woman at all. There was nothing female or woman about him. Then you have people like Fallon Fox, like crushing, like just like actually crushing women's skulls in women's boxing. And it's like, how are we not recognizing this and going, we need to protect women. Women are actually rather vulnerable. Like we protect women, we protect children, we protect the vulnerable. And why aren't we doing that? Like, that's just so bizarre. Like we have men who are actually going, oh yeah, I'm going to transition and then beat the shit out of a woman.
We were literally seeing on TV a man beating up women.
Yep.
Yeah, and then with the
Sanctioned
Man
by
Khalif,
the Olympics.
Like, oh wow,
It's nuts.
and like people made that poor girl that Aman Khalif punched and she started crying. They made her apologize for crying.
No.
That pissed me off because that boxer represented Italy and I'm half Italian. So that proper pissed me off. Did you see afterwards, though, what they tried to do? It was absolutely like see-through. Afterwards, they did this whole PR campaign and dressed up him in all like feminine, this, that, and the other with makeup on and everything and did that whole freaking photo shoot. And I'm there thinking, who are you trying to kid?
Have you seen him walk into a room and greet a group of men? That is like the manliest. There's nothing female about it. He's like, hey, what's up, man? Yeah. I'm like, this is not like women don't do that. They like, hello.
I think it's a couple things. I think first off, I just listen. I love Blair White. I've met Blair White. I have friends who are trans, but at the end of the day, I don't see how it isn't at least offensive to women at a baseline. Like, I'm sorry, but I feel very strongly that having a period and having the capacity to give birth is very integral to the female experience. And unless you can experience those things, I just don't think that I feel comfortable calling you a woman. I'm sorry. I just don't. Like, until you know what it's like to get a period, the pain that comes with it, the shame that's surrounding it. And now, by the way, all these people are obsessed with acting like they have a period. But when I was a young girl, it was shameful to have one.
Oh yeah.
Like, nobody talked about it.
I remember some guy was like bragging that he had diarrhea and like pooped his pants a little bit. And he was like, oh, it felt like a little bit like a period.
Oh God.
Like, no,
no idea.
Dude.
No.
It's not shitting your
It's
pants.
exactly what I'm talking about. Like,
it
trans on its basis is offensive, period. Like I understand that it's potentially a mental illness and whatnot. I mean, obviously it's a mental illness, but at the end of the day, like, I have to agree, by affirming it, like, you're not only affirming their mental illness, but you're also affirming this kind of offensive thing towards women and men, but women primarily. So,
and everything that comes with it, like
right.
And it's until you said it, Steph, like, I never actually thought about, like, what would I do if a trans was in the locker room, and I'd be like, oh, I would walk right out, because that's what you didn't realize it was you could go into a locker room and not actually have to like fear for your safety. But as soon as you see a trans dude walk in, you're like, oh, this is now an X factor that has entered the equation. This is now you have to look over your shoulder, which in most cases you are in locker rooms and you never have to do. But now you're like, yeah, this is real. This is possible. This person could have a fetish. This person could. You never know.
You never know.
There's definitely like now mental illness has entered the chat, and you're like, well, I'm not gonna have my back to this person or be like half dressed or whatever. You're like, get into a bathing suit or whatever. It's just
I feel weird. Like if I'm in a locker room and like if there's another woman looking in my direction, I'm like, excuse me, what is happening? Like, yikes. But Cherry, also to add what you were saying too, like something that I find to be really offensive actually is when people try to say that men are pregnant, or like, oh, I remember actually even saying something to a friend like probably about 10 or so years ago. I was like, well, other than like biologically, like, obviously, women get pregnant, men get women pregnant, whatever. She goes, no, remember the pregnant man? I was like, no, that was a woman who transitioned to a man. Like it wasn't a person who was born as a man that got pregnant. Like a man doesn't get pregnant. If somebody transitions to appear as a man, then okay, and then they get pregnant. They're not a pregnant man. That's a trans person who was born female who got pregnant. Like getting pregnant is the womanliest thing you can do. Giving birth is the womanliest thing that you can do. So to say men can get pregnant, or oh, there was a pregnant man. Like, get out of my face with that nonsense.
That's like saying
so
a woman can
disrespectful.
put together an IKEA bed.
Or drive without hitting a curb, or
right. Or drive without asking directions.
I think a good gauge of how healthy a society is in general is how women and children are treated. And, at least, hopefully things change with Trump, but even to this day, like, we are not protecting women and children in the society. And I think that's, it's because of a lot of things, and feminism has a lot to do with it. But at the end of the day, women and children are not protected. And that's kind of like the fall of Rome. When we don't protect these two groups of people, like, we're in deep shit.
Exactly. I think what it stems from too, like all the liberal women that really like trans women are women and all that stuff. I think honestly it stems from feeling accepted by men, because now these people who are born male want to be women, and now they feel like, oh, men like they accept us so much that they want to be us. And so now we really have to uplift this because this validates us somehow. And really, like, in a lot of cases, it just makes a mockery of us. Like, I feel like this is actually doing a lot more bad than good.
Let's see what it means.
I mean, the thing is, trans women aren't women. For me, trans women are trans women.
Yes.
Trans women are women because, again, as we've been saying, they can't have periods. They can't give birth. They can't perform the biological functions that a 100% fully born women can do. So for them to turn around and say trans women are women, to me, makes no sense whatsoever, because logically that does not. It's not correct. Trans women are trans women.
Trans women are men. That's what I think.
I feel like it's disrespectful to actual women.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
100%. It is. At the end of the day, like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't know. Like, I like the people that I've met who were trans women. Like, I liked them plenty, and had no hatred towards them whatsoever. But like, man.
Yeah. Let's see what is it.
They're kind of a little disrespectful.
But for people who are hell-bent on trying to accurately describe what their gender is, it's, to me, kind of funny where they turn around and say, my gender isn't accurate. I'm not a man, I'm a woman. Well, you saying that you're a woman actually isn't accurate either. So, go back to the drawing board. For me, you can go as far as saying that you're trans woman or trans man, but that's it.
Well, that makes me wonder, like, okay, instead of being a different gender or being born in the wrong body, what are your testosterone levels, or what are your estrogen levels? What are your like, let's start there, because maybe there's something going on there. And then let's go listen to It's Not Easy Being Green on repeat. And so Kermit the Frog can teach you how to accept yourself.
Again, not a medical person. Let's say if you're like a woman who doesn't feel very womanly, I don't know, maybe you need hormones in the other direction. Like, maybe you need more fucking estrogen. Maybe you need more shopping trips. I don't know. Maybe you need to lose 20 pounds.
Maybe you need more mani-pedis. Maybe a boob job. Maybe I don't know. Maybe stop driving for a little while just to
stop driving.
I don't know. I'm really lean into that whole driving thing, but or maybe crash your car into something to feel like a woman.
بعد الضجة الإعلامية وبعد الفوز كانت في نفس الوقت فرحة وفي نفس الوقت
This is a dude.
That's a dude.
كبير لأنه واش صرا حاجة ماشي سهلة. حاجة تمس الكرامة الإنسان.
It harms dignity.
What about the dignity of the actual women that you beat up in front of millions of people at the Olympics? Come on!
شعوب العالم إنهم يكونوا متمسكين.
Oh,
it's narcissistic
bullying.
behavior because he's victimizing himself here.
Yep.
حسب الميثاق.
Oh my God, he sounds like Reagan.
هذا عن التنمر على جميع الرياضيين لأنه هذا الشيء أثر ويأثر كثير وكثير قادر يدمر.
Oh, it can kill your spirit. Meanwhile, you're punching like women in the head, rendering them unconscious.
You're like about to actually kill a woman.
ناس ويفرق شعوب.
Interesting.
It's not bullying when we're pointing out the facts of the matter. You were born a man. You're trans woman, but the documents came out afterwards showing that you're more man than woman anyway.
Yeah, he's just
right.
mad we found out that he has a micro penis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
going around about him having a micro penis.
I wouldn't want that getting out.
Yeah,
at all.
well, and that you know how you avoid that? Don't join a women's sport.
Yeah.
No one will ever figure it out.
Yeah, that's maybe it's like maybe not trans. Maybe you just have a really small penis and you don't know what to do with yourself.
Too many microplastics in the balls.
Yeah. Too many microplastics create a micro penis. It's just science.
Yeah.
Leg Courtney, regarding 66 equals H. I was reading Freud. All should read interpretation of. Now you're giving me something to read, Leg. Unbelievable.
No thanks, leg. No.
Simon O. This year's Oscars, Amelia Perez, I heard about this, leads with 13 nominations, including first trans woman nominated for Best Actress. Let's see this train wreck. Did you guys see this? I could pull this up. Amelia.
I saw some
Like,
clips.
can we just be done with this already? It's like, it's just how is it still everywhere? Like,
Didn't we have like a bunch of base tweets of hers resurface talking about like how George Floyd sucks and like stuff like that?
I was about to say, with all those tweets surfacing, I don't think we have any kind of horror
Nothing to worry about.
or worry about exactly with this person winning the Best Actress award at the Oscars. It's just not going to happen now.
But that weird song about like wanting to learn about trans or becoming trans or trans surgery or whatever. It's so
Amelia
cringy.
Perez, 4th place in Oscar odds amid Carla Sofia Gascon mess. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's a trans Mexican actor.
oh, double pointer.
Yeah, and they got 13 nominations. So yeah, I mean, I figure like, yeah, let them win. Let's hand women's awards to men. And then what? Like then I feel like we've reached the end and then we have to turn around and go back the other way.
Well, didn't that Kim Petras or whatever her name is, the singer that did a song with Sam Smith, they won a Grammy one year. She's like, I'm the first trans woman to win a Grammy, and this is amazing. You know, and everybody just kind of forgot about it because that video was horrendous. I think we were more concerned about that.
Oh, here this is. Right, I think Amelia Perez star. She got in trouble over these tweets, and now, of course, the only thing left to do is cry uncontrollably. She says she's not a racist in tearful interview. Yikes.
That's worse than the Kim Kardashian cry
This is
face.
the worst picture they could have picked.
That's
Carlos
Is she supposed to be crying?
This is supposedly a good picture. Insisted that she's not a racist on a candid TV interview about her resurfaced social media post. The Oscar nominee 52 sat down with CNN in Espanol for an hour-long conversation with actor Juan Carlos Enchiladas, which aired on Sunday, February 2nd. She addressed the allegations of racism and Islamophobia, as well as her supposed tweet against her Amelia Perez co-star Selena Gomez. Gascon grew visibly emotional during the interview.
Did you call him Juan Carlos Enchiladas?
Yes.
I love that. Perfect. No, that's exactly what that says.
When the actress was asked if she would renounce her Oscar nomination, is that even allowed? Which marks the first time a transgender woman has been nominated for Best Actress at the award show. She said, I cannot renounce a nomination because what I have done is a job, and what is being valued is my acting work, per a translation in The Hollywood Reporter. Gascon continued per CNN, I cannot step down from an Oscar nomination because I have not committed a crime, nor have I harmed anyone. I am neither racist nor anything that all these people have tried to make others believe that I am. The Netflix star also addressed her since deleted X post about the 2020 murder of George Floyd that brought viral attention to the Black Lives Matter movement in a series of posts. Gascon called Floyd a drug addict and a hustler.
Yeah, well, she's not wrong.
Said his death has served to highlight once again that there are those who still consider Black people to be, yikes, monkeys without rights, and those who consider the police to be murderers, all wrong, per The Hollywood Reporter. Explaining the post to CNN, Gascon reportedly said her words were misconstrued and that she was trying to make a point about Floyd's newfound support. He was a person who had been in a very difficult situation in his life. Cope, excuse. No one had helped him and suddenly became a symbol of a cause and everyone loved him. She explained, but for someone to think that I have ever insulted a person because of their skin color, I do not allow that to anyone. The actress added, in regards to her alleged Islamophobic posts, which were uncovered by reporter Sarah Hagi, Gascon told CNN she had a relationship with a Muslim woman whom I adore, whom I love, and who has taught me so much about respect for people. She also claimed that that's like her I have a black friend, it's okay.
Yeah.
She also claimed that she was expressing her opposition to radical Islam. Ultimately, the actress claimed she has never caused harm to anyone. What have I done in my life? What have I done? I haven't killed a single fly, she said in a CNN interview, according to a translation from Deadline. When I have a spider in my house, I put a little glass on it so I don't kill it, and I take it out on the street. Wow.
And I have a spider in my house. I kill it.
I have a spider in my house. My dog eats it.
Your dog eats it.
She loves it. She just walks by and just she just acts like nothing happened. So I'm like, oh, there's a spider. Chungus will get it soon.
My dogs just eat their eye boogers. Like I pick out like I did it today. I was like, Waffles, hold still, and I pick out her eye boogers, and then I flick them away, and then she goes over and eats them. Like, no. She's like, what? It's mine. It came from me.
Come on, let me eat it. Come on, it's a nice salty snack. I love dogs. They're so dumb.
Gascon addressed a controversial tweet where she reportedly called Gomez a rich rat amid her rumored feud with Hailey Bieber. Of course
she is.
It's not mine, of course. I have never said anything. Wow. This is just, you're in a whole lot. It's like, look, we let you be trans. We let you be in the movies. We let you get these nominations. But don't you dare cross us. Furthermore, she claimed that the allegedly fake social media post attributed to her may have been purposely trying to damage her Oscar campaign in the ongoing voting period. Blah, blah, blah.
So she's trying to say that these were fabricated?
Mm-hmm.
Girl, the web sleuths are going to come after you.
They thought, I'm trans now. Nothing can touch me. I am in a bubble of safety.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Mexican and I'm trans, so therefore,
yeah, that's all I need.
I am doubly protected here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Wow. Holy moly.
And so just a lot of backtracking, a lot of apologizing, a lot of sad.
It's disappointing that she wouldn't double down on that George Floyd tweet. Like, come on.
I know. Oh boy.
Take down those statues already, for crying out loud.
Simon says this.
No, there's a mural on the block next to me. They're everywhere here.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I used to have a boss.
Yeah, I live in Minneapolis.
Oh man.
He I don't know. We had to go to some event, and I met him at his apartment before we went to the event. And as we were leaving the apartment, I saw this huge mural that said Breonna Taylor Forever, and it was this big painting of her. And I was like, did nobody watch her boyfriend's interview where he said it was his fault? No one?
I didn't watch
what
it.
Was that? Was that the one where was she like an EMT or something and the cops?
She was like a nurse.
I forget what happened with that one.
They showed up because she was like basically like trafficking drugs for her boyfriend or whatever who was in jail.
Okay.
Or her ex-boyfriend who was in jail. And so her boyfriend, they were in bed. And they heard the, cops were knocking. And when they were like announcing who they were, because they're like, who is it? And they're like, wah, 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 wah. It was basically like a Charlie Brown adult talking. And so they kept, knock, knock, knock. Who is it? Wah, 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 wah. Knock, knock, knock. Who is it? Wah, 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 wah. And they were like in the hallway, like scrambling to put like pajama pants on and stuff. And after I think the third time and of that, they just, the boyfriend, I think Kenneth Walker is his name, he started it. He pop, and they were like, whoa. And so then they fired back. And there was the one cop that got loosey goosey and like fired into another apartment, which that wasn't good. He was charged with reckless endangerment or something like that. But everybody, was saying that, they had a no-knock warrant and they shot her in bed. She was awake and like yelling at them. And so,
now that I think I remember now too. That
he was the one who said that. This wasn't media or anything. It was the dude who started it. He was there. He said it. He said that that's how it happened, and he like said that he regretted firing the gun because now his girlfriend's dead.
Right.
But now we have a
It's
freaking
hard,
mural.
but it's like
Yeah.
shooting a gun is a little crazy before even opening the door.
Yeah, I mean, and like I get it, it's scary, people pounding on your door at midnight, but like you didn't even say, "Hey, I have a gun, I'm gonna shoot you if you don't leave." Nothing. Like,
Yeah.
or even speak clearer. I can't tell what you're saying. Nothing. Really? Like, look through the peephole for crying out loud.
That's
That's what it's for. It's for peeping. We use
Exactly.
Megas. I think the best course of action is to let all men inside the women's restrooms and changing rooms so that we can protect you at all times. That's actually a great
Thank you.
idea.
That's a great idea. And what's funny is that when things were starting to go towards that direction of like, oh yeah, this is the everything room bathroom, and this one's the men's bathroom. I was like, I'm just gonna start using the men's room. I feel like that's safer. Like men's room.
Because men would be like, oh God, no.
Yeah, that's actually happened to me before. My friend and I were like sick and tired of waiting to use the women's room. So we were like, sorry, running into the stall. And they're like, it's okay, no big deal. And then we're like, we need you to leave now. Hurry. And they're like, it's okay, no big deal. Like none of them cared.
Or
So
like
they're trying to
the
leave, get
bathrooms
out,
at
go wash their hands.
Buc-ee's where it's all individual stalls and then like a communal sink. But that's
Mhm.
not a dressing room. Laig says only 0.3% are really dysmorphic. The rest have been messed up by school teachers, etc.
Mhm.
Very sad.
Yeah, there's the abuse victims that want to like protect themselves from being raped again, and they want to transition to being men. And then there's autogynephiliacs, or autogynephiles. Those are like mainly what we're dealing with.
DS says, I loved Courtney. Oh, past tense.
Not anymore. That's fair. I understand DS. I'm not. Many learn to unlove me over time.
Fusebox, thank you for the all boy evening, ladies. I lost my original ex. I'm trying to build up my new one. This is
Ooh.
Ben, aka the Fusebox. I hope you all check out the Outlaw Knights comic series. Ooh.
I understood like 40% of that.
Outlaws, yes, they would make sense. They'd be at night. Simon Ho, well, the best woman for the job is a man, unfortunately. Yeah. We're at that point. Clark Kent, good evening to all the lovely ladies here. Chrissy, have you heard of Snarky J? She has a great YouTube channel and hates woke entertainment. No, I have not. We should get them on. Okay, Snarky J. Let me put it on my. I'm going to leave that there. Okay. We was Magas. Okay, here's an idea. How about instead of using the term trans women, which some people find exclusionary, we shorten it by removing trans and
Oh, it's just men.
Good one. Good one. Okay, this is when I saw this story, I said, this is the most perfect SimpCasty story there is.
Yay.
So here we go. This lovely lady, she, I believe, works for the War Room. Let me pull up the other tweet.
She's so hot.
She is.
Her hair is everything.
She's getting shit for her outfits, and she works for the White House. I'm not setting this up well. Hold on a second. Let me pull up.
Milo Yiannopoulos named her what is it? Conservative woman with the best boobs, I think it was, or something along that.
What?
Yeah.
That's my title.
Listen. I was upset that he wasn't looking for just a racist woman with the best cheekbones, because I would have to win. But no.
You're not a hostess at Hooters. You work at the White House. Kennedy's maternal warning to the scantily clad correspondent moaning about her fashion critics. They say, dress for the job you want. Apparently, fresh minted White House correspondent Natalie Winters wants to be a hostess at Hooters. 23-year-old Winters is a co-host on the Trump-friendly Jailbird. Oh, Jailbird. Oh, it's his Daily Mail. Steve Bannon's podcast announced her new title in an Instagram post on Tuesday, posing like a face-tuned Barbie.
Oh my God,
in a
shut up.
thigh-flashing skirt on the White House front lawn. For those hungry for more, you'll find countless other thirst-inducing snaps on her social media along with a video, I kid you not, of Winters jumping on a trampoline in a teeny tiny tennis court. Now,
What show was that?
I'm like, let's find that video. I'm no prude. I worked at MTV in the 90s. I once peeled an inebriated Courtney Love off wet grass as she floundered around with her dress over her head in a Manal Blahnik stuck amid a Percocet bender, but then there's a time and place for flagrant displays. So listen, Natalie, this is from this. Here's my advice, and not only as a fellow super hot whip smart journalist influencer, but as a mom of 2 daughters. Oh gosh, she's gorgeous. She looks great. So their beef was like that her skirt was too
she says you look like a Hooters hostess, and uses a picture of her with a shirt that has a collar that goes halfway up her throat.
Yeah, well, their problem was the skirt. And then here's her other looking fabulous in this bandage dress. If anything, just be like, oh, bandage dresses were so I don't know, 20 years
2012.
ago. Yeah, 2012. Wow. And nobody likes a mom preaching to like a non-mom. Nobody likes a woman with kids.
Yeah, like
some hot young chick like what they need to be doing. That's not going to go over well. She's gorgeous. Come on now.
And how old is Natalie Winters? I don't even know.
20. I don't know, 2, 3.
This is age appropriate for early 20s, especially when you look that attractive. Now, I would say that the bandage dress outfit, I don't know what that event was for. Perhaps it could have used a blazer over it.
Yeah.
Maybe. But because it looks, a little bit more clubbing in 2012 than anything. But like, she's beautiful. She has an incredible body. And the way that she dresses is still very cute. And it appears to me that for the most part, it's pretty appropriate for the event that she's going to. So
let me find this video. Hold on.
Any bitches that are turning around and complaining about the way that she's dressed is simply just jealous. But guess what? It's probably backfired on all of them anyway, because she's now more well known because this headline's making the whole world, and more people are now going to tune into her and not into all these other prude bitches that are complaining about the way that she's dressed. What the hell? Don't mind about the way she's dressed. If you're going to criticize her on her reporting and what she's saying.
Yep. I love this though, with her little boob window and then her mic right there.
I love a boob
her boobs.
She's doing that as a point.
I love it. I can't stop staring at her boobs, but they look fantastic. So
I think she's done that on purpose. Well done to her.
Let me start this video over. Hold on. Let's see. What do they
This is
say?
Steve Bannon's War Room, Natalie Winters.
Whoop. Figure it out, Chrissy.
View. Yeah, I mean, Brian, there's a lot of confidence from a lot of people around Kamala Harris. I don't think I'd be feeling, although they blame multiculturalism.
Oh, he's not talking about her outfit. Well, I don't care about that. Let's see.
Can we find the Instagram of her jumping on the trampoline?
Yes, find that, Courtney.
Let's see if I can find it, because Fealty obviously isn't looking for it.
Yeah, Fealty's asleep at the job.
Yeah, he would have found it yesterday.
Here's Natalie with.
What are you talking about? I'm right here.
Hey, where's Natalie Winters on the trampoline?
Hey, I'm playing a video.
I'm banned on Twitter. I can't find a lot of things.
All right.
Okay.
Instagram. Anyway,
go to Instagram, Fealty.
Get out of your back end,
Lord,
Fealty.
what am I not paying you for? No.
Another story. I think on the Daily Mail, putting a shot across your bow. On your any comments or observations? They're already targeting our Natalie, ma'am.
I mean, it's truly getting absurd. I don't really want to make this my brand, but I've been here
Too
for
late.
like 3 days. I think Mediaite put out another story today. The New York Post put out another story. Now, Kennedy of Fox wrote an entire op-ed for the Daily Mail saying that I dress like a hostess at Hooters while at the White House, which I don't think I get very far in the Hooters corporate pipeline.
I just put this
with
together.
What I'm wearing right now.
Kennedy said this, like the Kennedy of Fox News is the one that said, "Oh, you're not a hostess Hooters, hostess for Hooters." Oh wow. Okay, then that does kind of scream jealousy. I just figured out who that is. Okay. Anyway.
All jokes aside, I mean, frankly, it's offensive, Steve. It's really annoying. At 23, I've broken more stories than most of these people. I'm old enough to remember when the Daily Mail was copying the stories that I broke from the Hunter Biden hard drive or about the origins of COVID, sometimes crediting me, but sometimes not. But if Kennedy really had such, as she says in the piece, maternal instinct and concern, then pick up the phone and call me and have a conversation. Don't try to roast me or be rude to me in the national press. It really reeks of jealousy, and it's just
Ooh.
gross. And I guess it's women being women, but I'm over it. Let's focus on the
Whoa.
news and let's support it.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
I like
love
her.
I like her.
Okay, I found the quote unquote jumping on a trampoline post. This is, oh my God. Okay. So if I'm going to send this to you, I think I have to send this
Wow,
to you
Kennedy
on.
looks hella jealous. I'm
Do
sorry.
you, Chrissy, are you logged into your Instagram on your computer?
No, but let's try it anyway.
Let's just see what we can do.
For some reason, this computer's allergic to Instagram.
I think most computers are.
I think I'm just not logged in, and
Did I send it to them?
I forget my password.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I sent it to your Instagram. It's like not even an outdoor trampoline. It's like a trampoline, like
Oh, Fealty found it.
place, like a. Well, no, that's just her Instagram.
Oh,
Hey,
is the
Courtney,
video?
you know you can hit present. You know, there's a thing called present. Oh my
Yes!
goodness, doing something.
Oh, he just gave you some shit.
Oh, he
Shots
actually
fired.
helped for once. My God.
Okay, here we go. Oh, this is just perfect. This is so funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
she's wearing
she's
shorts under. Okay, okay.
It looks like a skirt.
Foam pit. Everyone loves foam pit content.
Yeah, it's just at some trampoline place. It's not even like, oh, me and my friends in a bikini.
She's
Like it's not
so
like at the
cute.
man
Let
show.
her live her life, damn it. It's
Isn't
not
that
like
crazy? Yeah.
putting a
So there's
sex
that.
tape out. Okay. Let's just watch it a few more times.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, did you want
For
me
the male audience. I'm thinking of
sorry,
our
sorry.
viewers.
Okay,
I'm thinking of
we'll
viewers. Fine, one more time. Uh, Remember women jumping on trampolines? A for
Yeah.
effort. All right, now we look creepy. Okay.
But isn't it was just so stupid? I mean, I get it. Like it's a little skirt and it flips up and whatever. It's a slightly suggestive, but it just looks like she's having fun at some trampoline park place.
Mm-hmm. Which is what you're supposed to do before you have kids. And then once you have a kid, if she was like, you know what I mean? Like 40 and had kids and was like, still be like, I work for the White House, but also here's me jumping on a trampoline, flipping into a ball. We'd be like, all right, girl, hang it up.
Yeah, like it'd be a little bit weird, but like I think it's hilarious too that person mentioned that she was jumping on a trampoline on her Instagram, but didn't post it and did that on purpose because they knew that it wasn't as salacious.
And it's not a recent video either.
No.
It's from 23.
I mean, like, I'm sorry, we see so much worse every single day. Like,
yeah,
it's just not that bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of like hot sort of like conservative, either like journalists or kind of influencer content creator types. So she's definitely not doing anything we haven't seen a lot of other women do.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that people all of a sudden care about the press secretary or in general this administration being modest, you know, considering all of the crazy stuff we saw the last couple of years. Now they care about modesty, but also I think they're gaslighting because if this chick came out wearing a trash bag, they would still come up with something to complain about.
Oh,
But if she was trans and wearing the same outfit, they wouldn't be saying shit.
Stunning and brave.
Stunning
See,
and
it changes.
brave.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, if
But
you're
since
trans, you
she's-
can just show your
Yes,
boobs. Basically,
that's how it
right in
works.
front of the White House, but
I'm gonna pull up
not
this
if you're
thread.
straight.
This thread is funny because it's basically a lot of people just saying, "Oh, Kennedy's she's super jealous." Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-boo. The only thing, the Daily Mail like in cute outfits or tight dresses are men. Kyle Becker saying no such thing as bad publicity. Loomer says your shirt is on. You're not very good Hooters, girl.
That's fair, man.
And now people are posting pictures of Kennedy, of course. Oh God, plaid gloves and a shirt.
Oh, Kennedy. Okay. Well, yeah. What's happening
Kennedy.
there? Kennedy. What are we doing?
Kennedy's jealous. I don't know. I actually thought that Kennedy was like too good for saying something like this. You know,
Wait, that was written by Kennedy?
Yes, she wrote this article for the Daily Mail. I know I'm putting it together late as well, but she wrote this article for the Daily Mail. The Kennedy.
That is not the Kennedy that I know and love from the 90s.
Right?
What?
She's 23, by the way. 23.
See,
Natalie
all
Winters is
these
23.
idiots are all about feminism until there's a female that looks better and hotter than them, that speaks better than them. And then it's like, oh, we got to tear her down based on how she looks and how she dresses.
Even if Kennedy is not threatened at all, the second you're critical of someone who's like cute and young and like living their life, you are going to look jealous. Whether you're jealous or not, the second you're critical of it publicly, it's like you should know that that's going to be what comes next. And
It's not a
never
good look.
Not a good look at all.
Mm-mm.
I already am like, I barely know Kennedy, but like just from what I see from her on TV, I'm like, oh, I hope she would have been above this. Like, shouldn't she be focusing on like crushing it at her job or focusing on like, I don't know, being a mom, your family? Like, why? I mean,
even when
Natalie
she was
chick
on-
is not coming for your job, so it's like, what's the point of like putting
Right.
yourself above her even online?
Well, even when she was an MTV VJ, she was very much like the nerd who was like taking being a VJ very seriously, and she was serious about music. She wasn't like
really?
Daisy Fuentes or anybody like, having fun and like super cute. Oh my God, MTV Beach House. Like she was a serious one. Like, so it was just weird to think like, girl, you were with the likes of like Kurt Loder and Tabitha Soren. You weren't Dan Cortez and Downtown Julie Brown. And like, we just thought that you accepted that, but it seems to me that you're not, because it's just weird to have that reaction. Like the girl looks very cute. And if there's a specific scenario where you're like, this is probably not a very appropriate outfit. Yeah, that's one thing that happens sometimes. I feel like that might be normal, but to like write a whole article saying that she looks like a Hooters hostess, then she doesn't look like a Hooters hostess. She needs way more tit showing to be a Hooters hostess, ma'am.
Wow, how did I not know that she was on MTV? I just didn't know her backstory.
Well, because you didn't have cable, right?
Right. I thank you for remembering that crucial part of my lore. I did not have cable growing up.
You
and,
do need to have cable in order to watch
we
MTV
couldn't
back.
afford it. We had noodles and butter, and we had no cable. And
I went off and on without cable every once in a while. That's why I ended up memorizing Eddie Murphy Raw and The Birdcage in high school. But
Lisa Kennedy Montgomery is her name. And here she is with Gwen Stefani.
it's just so weird. Like I just she just struck me as like, the bookworm type, just a very like, it's just a serious woman.
Yeah.
I just respected her for that too. And now I'm kind of like, this is dumb. She just sounds jealous. It's just like that stupid Indian chick that was bitching about the hot girl on the cover of whatever that magazine was. That was like, oh, the Cruel Kid Club or whatever.
Yes, exactly. She shouldn't even be on Kennedy's radar. Like,
no.
Oh, it's like, so lame. Like, you guess what? Kennedy, and like, I don't know. This is a good thing for everybody to remember. It's like people in their 40s, 50s, whatever. Guess what? You got to be in your 20s and be hot and not have kids and dress however. I'm not saying you can't dress however when you're not in your 20s, but like, we all had our time to do this. And as a person who's older than that, to be critical of it, it's like you're going to come across like a bitter, jealous, old person.
You're the woman that the red pillars whine about.
Yeah. Oy vey. Yes, exactly. You're not going to get anybody like, wow, what a serious journalist you are, Kennedy. You know what you're going to get? You're going to get a bunch of empty egg carton emojis. Okay?
No kidding.
Yes. That's exactly what you're going to find. Empty egg carton emojis. God, yeah. It's just...
Kennedy's literally an old see, you're getting a lot of dried up comments. Kennedy's literally an old dried up has-been libtard. Oh, is she former libtard? who tried to put on a second wind in the sails of her dead career by LARPing as a
Wow.
conservative to 65 plus geriatrics on Fox. Oh, hello, John Miller. Well, he's got a lot of followers, so I believe him. For them, an MTV DJ from the 90s is really cool and fresh. Oh.
Yeah, they're really they got they're the ones that we turn to for
And like there's
opinions like
always
that.
hot women in conservatism. That's like the whole thing. Like Kayla McInerney was hot. The first Trump press secretary.
Yeah.
And I'm sure at I've never been to Mar-a-Lago, but what I can tell from everybody else's pictures, it's just everyone's hot in a gown.
I mean, Melania's
hot.
like the queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would, if I'm Kennedy, I would get away from these extremely heavy glasses. Maybe throw on a V-neck if you're not feeling, it could soften your look up a little bit, girlfriend. You could, I don't get subtle extensions if you want, but
Yeah, maybe ease away from the late 90s college nerd look if you're that insecure.
yeah. And weren't people giving there was a chick named Isabella who people were giving shit to when she had like cooking videos, and she was kind of like a conservative
Kate Gate
content creator type. Yeah, she kind of fell off a bit. I think that
Isabella
she was
DeLuca.
Isabella DeLuca. Yeah, I think she got in some J6 related problems, but that should be gone now, right?
I remember she posted like, oh, I just got the call that I've been pardoned, and I went, she was at January 6th. I
yeah, I think she was there.
She wasn't
she
like one of
was,
the.
yeah.
Apparently she actually was. I just was like, she was just not. I guess she wasn't.
Did. She moved a
top.
stapler or something. I don't know what exactly.
I just had no idea. She wasn't,
I know. I wouldn't have expected that either.
Yeah, she wasn't a lectern guy. She wasn't taking videos of dogs.
Exactly this point, everyone was okay with this. Topless. I don't know if this is a real woman or a fake woman.
So wasn't this person though like kicked off as soon as they found her and then like banned her from coming back?
No, it was like after the video went viral and got a ton of backlash. They were fine with it at first until it got backlash.
That is a bit different. Yes.
Yeah, Fetterman did show up in shorts to the inauguration. Ew.
Oh.
Yeah. Ugh. Let that be a lesson to ladies. It's just, I don't know. Is there a better way she could have done that?
No.
I don't think so. I think you sit back and you let someone's content like speak for them and don't pick at them for an outfit.
I think like directly targeting someone is a lot. Like there's something to be said if you want to make like broad social commentary on modesty and how people in positions of power should be presenting. I mean, I get that, I guess, but directly going after one person is, it's touche.
Oh
no, Shanny, no!
The chipmunks are back.
Alvin, Simon,
It's a great song.
Oh man, what a good time! Alvin was my favorite. My sister really liked Simon.
Really?
Yeah, I think because he was chubby.
They weren't really big on pants.
No, I liked Alvin because he was always getting into trouble. And I felt like I was him.
Yeah. Wow, a pink limo?
That's pretty cool.
There's always like an overwhelmed male handler who like can't keep them straight.
Yeah.
And like, who did he have to have sex with to produce these children?
I don't know if that's how that went down. Is it? What is the origin story of the chipmunks? Okay, now I have to Google
Are they
this.
adopted? Is this a bestiality moment? And how come they're not sharing a dressing room? They're
aren't they
brothers.
Isn't that?
Yeah. And
I
look, they
guess
have
they're just that special.
They have hair and makeup. Yeah. I haven't seen this in so long. Oh. Dad is constantly frazzled. He has high blood pressure. They're like, let us do our thing. We're professionals.
Aww.
Oh my God. Okay. We're done. No more memory lane.
Now I feel old.
I feel old too. Clark Kent. Good evening to all the lovely ladies here.
Hello?
Chrissy, have you heard of I already did that. Where did that? Beep. Jeremy Parker's Courtney is a delicious national treasure. Hi, Shanny, you're back.
Oh,
Yay!
awesome. I don't know
Okay.
why this keeps happening.
Okay. Were you saying something? I've already forgotten.
About hot girls and
Yes, hot.
Oh, I forgot what it was.
Damn it!
Oh, yeah. Is it
Yeah.
good still?
You're good. Quick before it goes away.
I don't remember what I said. Something about the. I don't remember.
Old women should stop slut shaming
Something
young
about
women.
Kennedy.
And but I mean, seriously though, it's like what really is the problem? Like, because for the most part, she looks cute. And I think honestly, she's a 10, right? Like she is. It makes me kind of want to just jump off of a bridge.
Probably a 12 with Biden inflation.
Like she is like extremely attractive, and so like it can be intimidating for some people, and so I get that like that might have made Kennedy feel some type of way because she's never been like a sex symbol, she's never been considered like the hot one.
That's what it is.
And but like all it's coming off as is like you're just jealous, and you're so like bad at your job that you have nothing else to talk about. Like she's been doing this for so long, and like
She should be lucky she has a job still. She's like a regular. She has her own show on Fox.
Yeah, like, I mean that's the thing. That's the thing too. Is like, dude, you should have been gone by the wayside forever ago. You've been in entertainment for decades, but like you're this bad at what you do. Like you've been doing this for so long. You should be able to like write an interesting article in your sleep, and instead you're so bad at it still that you have to write an article shaming a 23-year-old for her collared shirt and her cute little skirt, claiming she has Instagram videos of her jumping on a trampoline. Shut up.
It looks bad. You look like you're scouring her social media looking for something to get mad at.
Yeah, going back to a post from 2023,
Yeah.
and you can't even be bothered to post it because you know it's actually not that bad. It's actually rather innocent and cute.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So stupid. What was that she had like a short skirt, and I mean it is January. My only thing would be like, whoa, you probably got those like tights that look like your skin color, but they're actually not. They're like fleece lined on the inside.
Oh,
I would want to
yeah.
know if that's what she was wearing. That's my only question. Because if not, she'd be freaking so cold.
Yeah, well, yeah, that would be freaking freezing. Those
Gothix,
fleece line-
Gothix has to bounce. Let me make sure there's no Gothix related concerns, questions in the super chat
Do
area.
you have
here.
any concerns personally?
Concerns?
I can answer them.
Any Gothix related? I don't see this. The original Alvin and the Chipmunks came out in 1958.
I'm not that old.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
I did not know about that. Gothix, are there any things that you want to mention or cover before you depart?
I don't think so. I don't think I have anything.
You're just gonna get back to your fabulous hair.
Yes.
And,
well, I'm gonna go to bed because
Yes.
I'm on the East Coast. I don't know about you guys. And
it's
it's
11
late for
o'clock
me.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you guys for having me on. Thank you. I enjoyed the chit chat. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your stream.
We love you, Gothix. Where can they follow you? Where can they find
Oh yeah,
you?
you can follow me on YouTube at Gothix TV and also on Twitter. And I also have my own documentary. You can watch. Just search it on Amazon Prime. It's called Gothix.
It's very
Cool.
good. I've watched it.
Yeah.
All
right.
Cool. Love you, Gothix.
See you later, Gothix.
So the reason why Dave Seville, the Chipmunks, live with him is because he adopted them. He is their adoptive father, their manager, and their caretaker.
That's a lot.
So I think it was like he was their manager for their band, and then they needed a dad.
See, that's a
No.
conflict of interest to do both.
Yeah, he thought he was the original Lou Pearlman, I guess. What did he do to you, Alvin?
Alvin!
Is this why you keep acting up?
Like he said, didn't expect that Natalie Winters would be the one that killed Kennedy.
But
yeah, that's all I want to know. What kind of tights is she wearing under there? Clark
Yes.
Kent. Good evening to all lovely ladies here. Chrissy. Oh, I keep looking that one up.
Unstar them. That's what you gotta
I
do.
had to unstart. Jeremy
That's what I
Parker's
do.
Courtney is a delicious national treasure and professional master tent builder.
Master tent builder. Yeah.
You should work at LL Bean.
I should work at Cabela's.
You should work at Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
Jeremy Parker says Natalie Winters is gorgeous and hot as F. Been following her for a while. I better get her on for a one-on-one. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, she's so pretty.
Rhinoceros, as a pro milk person, I can confirm Filthy is milk biased. I don't know what the hell that's about. Rhinoceros, thank you. We was MAGAs. I'm sorry, did Steve Bannon say he wanted to take a shot across her bow? Because if he pulls that off, he'll be truly an absolute legend. Oh boy.
Interesting. I don't even understand. I don't understand any of this. Am I retarded?
Either.
Well, I am, but like
I thought it was just me.
Ladies, don't let trans women steal your thunder. If you got them, pull them out and flop them around. Maybe twirl 'em a little.
Oh.
Okay, this is how I know you've never had boobs, because there's no twirling your boobs around.
Oh, see, my first thought was labia. I was like, oh, you're like a labia theater or something.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, what are we pulling out? Oh,
Yeah, there's no helicoptering any of our body parts like you can with something that you have. Is that a KKK rally in your profile photo?
I mean, technically, you could. I mean, hang on, like.
Yes.
You know, I suppose we could helicopter our tits just with a little bit of
Yeah.
help with our hands.
You need to
but-
be like,
depending on the
We can't
size and
free it.
shape, I think.
no.
I just look
I would
like
just,
I'm a spaz trying to twerk there.
Yeah, it's a front twerk.
Yes.
Front twerk. No, I look even older when I try to do that. A serious man says, reminder girls, when you're jumping provocatively on a trampoline, make sure to face the camera for the boys.
That's it.
Rhinoceros, I just want a battle of the facts with Chrissy versus Jen Psaki, and the main rule is no one can circle back. I still have my Jen Psaki costume. DS says, I love her feminism, especially if they are a size Q. What? You're banned. I'm
That's
sorry.
like a QAnon joke.
I don't
yeah, I don't know.
I want it to make sense so badly.
Yes. Yes. What planet are you super chatting from?
DS says, right. Bush had its time and place. You mean George Bush?
Or a ladies' bush.
I still like Bush.
Why are we talking
Wait,
about
what are we
Bush?
talking about? I don't know.
Yeah. What is happening with the whole Bush thing? What?
DS says, we torture women with waxing now. Is that what you do for work, DS? Are
That's
you
not how you spell torture, DS. I think maybe that's part of the issue with some of his super chats. It's the torture. What you spelled like a torch.
There might be a
You want
language barrier.
TORTURE is what you meant. Torture. Yeah.
Viking says, to be fair, the topless Truman at Biden's Easter event was just a man with his shirt off.
Fair.
Fair enough. Fair play.
Jeremy says, Shanny, please forgive me while my hungry eyes feast upon the banquet of your sumptuous chipmunk decolletage.
Oh, wow.
Hungry
eyes.
eyes.
I feel
That's creative.
hungry eyes. Shanny, how do you usually deal with simps in your line of work?
Dude.
Uh-oh,
Do,
loser.
do. Oh no.
God damn it. All right.
Shanny,
Because the chipmunks were the biggest stars on the planet Earth, Chrissy. Honestly, their dressing rooms shouldn't even have been in the same building.
Well, now that's just becoming inconvenient, all right? They have a show to do. They don't need to be walking across a parking lot to get to the venue.
Let me get this straight. Alvin was the sassy front man. Theodore
Yeah.
was like the bookworm.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
no,
then
Simon. Was Simon the
Simon was chubby. I think
bookworm?
Simon was like just ate a lot, I think, or something.
That was his deal. He just was hungry.
Yeah.
Leg.
Yes.
Leg says, FYI, I'm a bit of a commie. Conservative women are 10 times hotter than libs, and we don't have enough commie ladies. So here I am.
What?
What leg?
Does he? Is he?
Does
this person saying here I am as in he is a commie lady too? So it's a she.
Maybe he is a
So
commie.
you're not conservative and a commie, sir. I don't
No.
wait.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
don't.
bit confused.
We
I
was
think
Megas
says
look-
everyone's attractive. That's communist. So he has to come here.
We was Megas says, look, we don't come here for spelling lessons. Why do you come here?
Well,
Willow.
then.
Hi, Wraith. Thoughts on the State Department officially removing the TQ plus from LGB from their website? Do any of you believe that this is the start of going back to normal? Ooh, did they really? Let's go to their website.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, they did.
I do believe they did.
They did.
I hope whenever people say like, oh, hope, we're getting back to normal or whatever, but I just look how much resistance against Trump we experienced in the first round and how like that just spiraled into a mess. But I don't know. I feel like we're also seeing a lot of the reason why he was voted back into office is because a lot of people have changed their minds on a lot of things. We had a lot of never Trumpers and a lot of, TDSers that turned around and voted for him in the last election. So I don't know. I'm a bit conflicted because it could go one of two ways.
I think it's a start for sure. But when you really understand like the roots of a lot of this stuff and like the reason why it's been pushed so heavily in our society, it's a lot of Marxism. And that's something that's not just going to be untangled overnight.
Yeah.
It's like they want this to be promoted in society for a reason. And it's, it's going to be difficult to try to unravel it from our society. But I do think Trump he's making a lot of moves. Like he's doing as much as he can. Like he can't just say, screw gay people and screw, like he can't, he can't do that. So I think some of the executive,
he likes the gays.
Yeah. I mean, what more can you do besides, make whatever, distinguish the genders and I don't know, maybe make a rule about bathrooms. Like there's really not much more you can do than that.
Right.
The rest of it's just cultural.
He's never been against like gays and lesbians. The TQ plus is that's the crowd that is like messing with our kids
problem
and creating lifelong patience. And it seems more of the social contagion, more of the agenda. Lesbians and gay people, like they just kind of want to be left alone. They kind of got everything they needed, I think. Once they were allowed to get married, like they were good. And I don't know, the bisexuals mostly just kind of come up in college and then they figure themselves out one way or the other.
My understanding with it
take the bisexuals out of there too.
Sorry, Chrissy. I thought you'd finished. Apologies.
I thought I did too, and I just kept going.
Okay. Sorry for interrupting. So my understanding with it is that LGB, lesbian, gay, bisexual, their sexual preferences, sexual choices as to who they want to be with and who they want to sleep with, this, that, and the other. Fine. The TQ plus, etc., is all to do, again, by my understanding, of identity, of how they identify as. And so they're amalgamating two separate sectors of society together, saying that it's all one community, but actually it's not. You got the first bit, the LGB, which is the sexual preference community, and then the rest of it is identity, which really, to me, has no kind of roots in the original cause of the LGB community.
Yeah, well, then like butchered the flag with like adding the stupid arrow thing in there.
So much
it's
uglier.
So ugly, and it had to represent people of color. So it's essentially a group of people who are just like wanting to be victims, basically, is what it comes down to. And like a lot of people who are just regular old gays are like, I don't fall into this category. They want to be separate. I think it has morphed into something absolutely insane. And honestly, I think a lot of it kind of started with weird crap that's taught in colleges. Like I remember a friend of mine
Yeah,
basically
gender
had
theory.
to, gender theory and critical race theory. Like a friend of mine actually had, in order to pass a class back in like I think 2009 or something like that, 2008. She at University of Washington, she had to write a paper saying that the only people in America who are racist are white people. Like that
That's
was it. Like
insane.
and I was like, what? Like she was saying all this stuff about how like, yeah, like the only people what it was, I mean, whatever the stupid statement is that everyone says now, right? About like you can't be black and racist or whatever. Like the only way that you can be racist is if you're white or something stupid. And I was like, fucking what the hell are you talking about? And like, just by default, if you're white, you're racist. And she couldn't pass her class unless she actually like wrote her paper and answered all her little tests in there and all that stuff, saying that stuff.
Didn't that teacher watch Die Hard with a Vengeance? For those that don't know, there's a character in there called Zeus, a black African American character, and the script literally points out that he's racist.
Right.
Oh,
well, and
wow.
it's like even around that time, I remember people talking about how like racism isn't just discrimination against a race. It's a system. It's a systematic systems and systematic systems or whatever freaking crap.
It's
Right?
always,
Like it's
it's
just,
always systematic.
yeah. It was like beyond that, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Because no.
This is
you know how.
interesting. Sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I just pulled up the website for the State Department, and I thought, oh, like let's just do a search LGBT, see what comes up. And a lot of these pages, it's all we apologize for the inconvenience, which which means they were taken down. Like let's see. LGBTQIA plus special envoy something to New York. Took that page down. Pride Month.
Did you guys see the Kamala Harris website?
Yes,
It's like
it's
removed
been
and it says
unburdened.
this page, has been unburdened by what has been.
Oh my
So
gosh.
good.
Where
I
is
love
that?
that. It should.
Oh, it's been
It's
swirling
on
around Twitter.
but yeah, it's
See if I
real.
can find it.
Wow. Let's see. Wraith. Oh, I did that. Blah, 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 blah. Derek C. Chrissy, any thoughts on the airplane helicopter collision in DC? Well, wasn't it didn't it come to light that the driver of the helicopter was a Biden person, like a Biden
I just knew it was a
representative
woman.
of some kind. It was a woman. I think it was a black woman, which is not great for the whole DEI thing.
Oh, she was black.
Yeah, I remember when at first
like
people were trying to say it was a trans woman, and I was like, oh man, it was like Caitlyn Jenner of the sky. But then,
The Caitlyn Jenner of the sky, exactly.
I'm like, geez, see, look what happens. They have perfect
Pilot.
driving record, perfect flying record, then they trans themselves into a woman and immediately start crashing into things.
Okay.
But no,
like
it wasn't a trans person. It was not a trans woman.
Okay. Maybe she was white. Not like it matters.
All that matters
Co-pilot
is
killed
she
in
was
crash.
a woman.
Okay. White woman. The third soldier inside Black Hawk. Okay. It was interesting. There was so much coming out at first, like, oh, maybe it was an automatic. It was like a driverless helicopter. Like, oh, it's nobody's fault. Nobody flew
By the
it.
way, I feel like we should probably change the name of Black Hawk helicopters. It's a little too suggestive and
It
confusing.
should be a hawk of color, maybe.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is we were talking about that on one of my streams the other day. Like we were talking about the whole like that crash and everything, and then it morphed into us watching smoke alarm battery dying videos. Like just here's a black person talking and chirp. Oh, let's watch another one. We were just watching those over and over again. I'm like, this is insane that this morphed into this.
That is so very sophomoric of you, Courtney.
It's Black History Month. We must celebrate.
That's right. And it was Groundhog
With
Day. And guess
chirping
what?
smoke alarms.
Did the
Oh,
groundhog see his shadow? Does anybody
He did.
know?
Yeah, he
Is that
did. Did
good
you
or
know he's a
bad?
dad? It means that we're gonna. Or wait, yeah. If he sees his shadow, he's gonna. He predicted that we're gonna have 6 more months of winter. That's what I know.
6 more weeks, not
Great.
months.
6 more weeks, whatever.
Months is crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's insane. Sorry, I'm multitasking.
It's gonna be winter till August.
Chrissy, your boobs posted this, and so I linked it into the private
Oh,
chat.
okay. Well, my boobs know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So.
And so, yeah.
This is
Hello?
funny. Okay. Hi, Shanny.
Oh, yay!
Are you there?
Okay,
You're
thank
there.
you. I mean, I'm so very sorry. I had to
Hooray.
get this is not my setup, so I had to get my friend in here to fix it. Something's wrong with the headphones, but we got it fixed.
This the office of Kamala Harris. They actually
There you
did
go.
this. This page has been unburdened by what has been. Is this for real?
Yeah, it's real.
Oh my god.
What the heck?
This means someone else bought the URL, and then should we just let it expire like that? This is too good. It's too good to be true.
That's so funny.
Okay, hi Shanny, you're back. I'm so happy.
Hi. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I hate all things technical.
Me too. Everything just decides not to work.
Mhm. But they look super cute on you, which I think is the
Oh, thank you.
most important part.
Thanks.
DS is paralegal misspelled it. Okay, DS. I'm done reading your super chats. I'm putting my foot
Paralegal.
down. Simon Ho says Simon was the skinny nerd. Theodore was the fat one. Aha.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
That you are correct, Simon. I apologize.
We come here to watch you try to twirl them around. Oh my god, Mark of Reality with a red boy. Wowie, wowie, wow, wow, wow. Woo! Last year before last, I got free hugs from Kristinova and Chrissie Mayr without even having to ask first. Unfortunately,
Wow.
I had a migrating disc in my neck and had to quit lifting weights so I won't look all muscular this year. Well, first of all, Mark, I won't be there, so I'll just remember how you looked.
I won't be there because I'm poor.
Yeah. And you'll have a great time, and do not be worried about your body at these meetups. Virtually no one has a good body, so you'll be fine.
I mean, almost none of them wear deodorant, from what I've heard.
If you arrive showered and smelling good, you're ahead of 99% of the people. I'm just kidding, of course. But go have a great time. Your migrating disc is more important than a six-pack, okay? Keep track of your disc. Take care of it. Show
Keep
people your
track of your disc. Don't let it migrate too far away.
Be a disc tease. I'm sure it's a big disc. I'm sure it's a very thick, impressive disc. Be careful. Have fun, Mark. Thank you for the red boy. Simon Ho says LGB has a flag. It's red and white and blue. Thank you, Simon. That's true. Jeremy, how many times a day does Cherry pray for a meteor to hit MPLs, and is Courtney building tents
Minneapolis.
for the people in the Pacific Palisades fires?
I'm moving in probably a year or two. We're moving down to Texas. So.
Ooh, what part?
There's no hope for Minnesota. There's just no hope because the people who live here, they like the policies. They love Tim Walz. They think he's they thought it was so cool that he was running for vice president. They think he did a phenomenal job. They love what he's done with the state. They love living with illegal immigrants. So let him have it. But I'm not staying here because I don't want to live in Woketopia, as I call it. So we're going to be moving down to Texas in a couple of years because this is just, it's not going to change here, and that's fine. But it's, no.
Texas, I live in Texas. Texas is great.
Ooh.
Oh, where do you live? What metro?
Huh?
What area? Just broadly.
Oh, the Dallas area.
Don't give out your
that's
address.
Where we're looking.
Don't give out your address.
Are you from there, Shanny?
Yeah, I've lived here my whole life. And
Lucky.
Nice. Dallas is awesome.
It is awesome.
Do you get to hang out with Lila?
Do you have like cowboy boots? Do you have fringy jackets?
I have cowboy boots, but that's about
I have them too, and I like don't. They don't feel right. Like I can't really wear them in New York. I just put them on and I go, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" K-Max, thank you for the yellow boy. Systemic racism is just a way to keep it vague and never defined. Heck, Chrissy saw a pain relief commercial calling Advil racist. How does Advil sense the race of who's taking it? Well, that was their whole spiel, that like black people can't figure out how to buy Advil because it's they want to make sure pain medicine is equitable or something. It was biggest
what
bullshit I've ever seen. Yeah, this came out like maybe a year or two ago. There was a like a section of like, it was like a wall Target or something or a Walmart, and there was like a corner display. I have to find this now. Corner display of Advil. I say woke Advil display.
Yeah, I
That's
vaguely remember
insane.
this. That was like apparently people of color experience pain differently or at a higher amount, like more than white people, and they're not treated fairly, like in like a doctor situation. So when they say that they're like in pain or whatever, they don't really like
there's a
administer correct pain relief. And so apparently that now like they can't buy Advil correctly. It's so weird.
It's the Advil.
This
Pain
is insane.
Equity
Right?
Project. They have a long-term commitment to champion equitable and accessible pain relief, created by Advil and launched partnership with Morehouse School of Medicine and Black Health. The Advil Pain Equity Project's first campaign, Believe My Pain, is focused on illuminating the issue of pain inequity in Black communities. Like, what the hell are they even saying?
Is Advil some kind of over-the-counter pain relief? You can just go to a pharmacy and pick it. Okay.
Ibuprofen.
All right. So what's stopping anyone of any race or any identity just rocking up to pharmacy and be like, I want to get some Advil, here's some money?
Tied to Black people don't know where the DMV is. They also don't know what Advil looks like. So
something weird.
Yeah.
People think Black people are disabled. Like seriously, that's really what it is they think that the only way Black people can do anything is by the help of white people. I mean, it's like that's actually racist. Okay, that is racist.
Yeah,
like
it's extremely
Black people are
offensive.
just as capable as anybody else. All right, like
And
it's
all these
insane.
race hustlers, it's a whole industry, and they all benefit from all this hot garbage. Like
It's the same thing with that stupid Band-Aid thing too. Like, oh my God, you had to make Band-Aids skin color because
are you
Black
serious?
people,
well,
yeah,
that I understand more than like Black people can't
Black-
find Advil.
Black people are ashamed because they can't find a Band-Aid that matches their skin. I never wore Band-Aids that matched my skin. You want to know why? Because my skin is not pink with Barbie pictures all over it. It doesn't have Power Rangers all over it.
Pikachu.
5 patients, 1 doctor, 1 miter, 1 goal. Address pain inequity at the source.
Oh my God.
What the hell does this even say?
When I approach a medical professional, I'm frustrated that we have to validate our pain just to get treated like human beings.
What? Where is this happening? Black people, 74% of Black people said there's bias in how pain is diagnosed and treated. How do you even measure this?
Yeah, how do you even know that? Like
if you go into it, this is such a biased study. Like, hey, a person in a study where if you fashion yourself as a victim, like, I don't know, you get free Advil or whatever. Like, oh, do you feel like you're not heard? I guess so. Maybe I don't.
Well, I think what they might be alluding to here is I have heard people talk about, oh, Black people don't, like if they go to a doctor and they want pain pills or something, that like doctors turn them away more, which is, I'm just telling you now, that's bullshit. I'm a recovered addict, okay? And I can tell you right now, most people who use pain pills are white. They're not Black. Obviously there's some, but like it's way more commonly like a white person problem. And I promise you that
most
no
pills
doctor
are white.
is saying no
Talking about
because
that,
they're Black.
pills are white or blue, yellow.
Doctors love giving you stuff that they can get more money
Exactly.
out of you for.
Well, this is why I asked right at the beginning, guys. Is Advil something that you can actually just get over the counter and just pay for at the pharmacy? Because you don't even have to go to the doctor. You bypass that. You go to the counter. You say, "Give me this. Here's the money," and it's done. How are people getting turned away for buying Advil? They're not.
Yeah, they're not. So it's like just take 4 instead of 2 or whatever. But I
I'm
don't.
saying.
What do we?
All right, I'm gonna keep playing.
Not gonna kill you.
Ooh.
The healing of the body was easy for me. It's the psychological part.
What?
It's awful.
83% said they had a negative experience with a healthcare provider when seeking help dealing with pain. I mean, isn't that like everybody?
Yes, that's everybody.
Because
I mean, who
it's
has a
hard to
good
find-
experience at the doctor?
Because most
No
doctors,
one.
again, are
Yeah.
trying to give you pills and not looking at the root cause. Like, hey, what are you eating? Hey, what's going on in your life? What kind of stress are you dealing with?
Yeah, like what type of pain is it? Is it something that you can go to like a chiropractor, massage therapist, acupuncturist, anything along those lines to go get that managed? Or is it something like it's something broken and you just need to rest a little bit longer? But like,
Yeah.
no, they just want to pump you full of pills.
I should not have to beg my doctor to run tests or ask them to take another look.
Axe them?
What?
Did she say axe them?
She said axe. Maybe the doctor was like, I'm sorry, axe you?
Yeah, ask you a question.
A round table discussion. Oh, wait, this is.
To be a part of their commitment to addressing pain bias in Black communities and
They're
receives the
seriously just having this conversation. Pain equity is when everyone is treated equally regardless of their age, race, ethnicity, gender, or socioeconomic status, receive the highest quality pain care and management. Wow. But how do you know what other people are getting enough to say, oh, I'm being.
I feel like this is just like a made up cause so that Advil had something to like champion during
Yeah.
like the peak of BLM.
Exactly. I'm not going to listen anymore. She's wearing a suit that's too big for her.
Oh yeah, it looks very dumb.
Okay, that was a distraction. Hold on. Derek C. Hold on. I think Stef, do you have to bounce? You do. Let me
I need to
see
go to
here
bed.
if there's any Stef related concerns, questions. Let's see here. We got to be simping. Go Shanny. Texas A&M Law. Okay, thank you. Okay, no Steph related concerns in the chat. What is coming up for you, Steph? First of all, thank you so much for coming on and staying so late. And where can people find you?
Well, thanks for inviting me again. I love coming on here and having fun with you lot. You can find me on YouTube at Stef the Alter Nerd, but also as well my second channel at Political Nerds, and you can follow me on Twitter at Stef Alter Nerd. So yeah, that's where you can find me. Thanks again, Chrissy, for inviting me on again. I've had so
Love
much
you,
fun.
Steph.
Lovely to meet you all, Courtney, Shanny, Cherry.
Hi.
Thanks so much for putting up with me for the last couple of hours. Appreciate you a lot. Enjoy the rest of your stream, and I'll see you guys later.
Okay,
Bye.
love you. Bye. Oh. Okay, let's blow through these bad boys. Oh, DS. Put your foot down. Love you, ladies. Goodbye. I'm gonna ban you, I think. It's what I'm gonna do. Derek Z. My theory is a Black Hawk pilot was putting on mascara in the rearview mirror. We do that. We was mad as the tower asked the helicopter to confirm he could see the incoming plane. The helicopter confirmed, but was probably referring to the plane behind him. Yes, I read that too. Hey, James Shart. It was a male instructor pilot and a white female pilot qualifying with night vision goggles, busy airspace and understaffed air traffic control. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
That's what happened.
That sucks. So it was a test. Oh my god.
Yeah, why would you do that in such a busy airspace? Like, isn't there like a specific area that you could do that where you're not going to be?
Do it in like rural Virginia.
I don't buy it. I don't buy any of this. I'm sorry.
What do you
Something
think it
else is
was?
going on?
Important? You think something stinks?
I don't know. Like I don't really have like a theory on it, but I just know that like something's not right.
Why would you
Nothing
do it?
I've heard is adding up at all. So
Stymie says military helicopters are named after their Native American tribes. Oh. So there's one named Ronkonkoma somewhere. Massachusetts. Deranged Lunatic says, I could listen to Steph's accent all day. Same.
Oh, dang it. That was for her.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
Sorry, Steph.
Got to be simple. We read that. Mark of Reality. Well, I live, at least Tim Walsh is entertaining, sort of, in a bad way. I wouldn't want him running my state either. I live in Florida. Oh, you live in the best state. Viking says, Advil isn't racist. Black people are just stupid. I like that the dog was wagging his tail while Courtney left. Like, he's like, I can take over. Hello. Oh, his little ears go down.
I forgot my mic was muted.
Oh, are you happy?
Are you happy that I came back?
Oh, hello. Hold on. This
What's
is
the
important.
puppy's name?
This is important.
This is Cricket.
Hi, Cricket.
Say hi.
That's such a
Say
cute name.
Oh, and look at Cricket in HD.
The Cricket just being a happy baby.
Oh,
She was having dreams earlier.
Was she running in her dream?
She was starting to. She was going. "Arr, arr."
Oh, look at the little arms.
Yeah, you have tiny arms. You're a little baby.
No.
You say hi. You want to say something? Oh,
Says something. She's like, more costumes. It's been a while, but aren't Advils tan? Oh, they are. I love how Advils taste. Like that first Advil flavor. Is
You're
so
crazy.
so good. I'd never.
Oh,
taste
because the sugary coating.
coating is good.
Ugh, I hate it. I get like nauseous thinking about it.
But then they also have like the blue, like what is it, gel tabs? I think.
Yeah, that's usually what I take. But
I usually take
the
a
liquid-
leave. Yeah,
Aleve
liquid
works
gels.
way better.
Yeah,
But I
Aleve is
feel
my
like
jam.
For cramps, like ibuprofen is the only thing that works. Anything else, I think Aleve is better. But
Yeah, because my pain issue is always like tension migraines.
Oh.
And, yeah, so I'm like, the Aleve is where it's at. Advil won't do anything, but
no.
My favorite pain medicine is I hear my dad's voice in the back of my ear telling me to suck it up, that I'm German.
Walk it off.
I have to take an Advil for every little thing.
I was gonna say your favorite pain medicine was Percocet.
That was mine.
Well, Vicodin might be. Vicodin made me sick as hell. So that's a blessing.
Oh, Vicodin, someone's
Yeah.
doing well.
I was still in the hospital when I almost died from an appendix rupture.
no.
I know. Can you believe it? I'm
Happened to
alive.
An ex-boyfriend of mine. It was scary.
Yeah, I didn't. I just thought I was like I had the flu or something, and there's like 3 days of like a stomach ache and barfing, and then finally I was like, I think maybe I need to go to the hospital. And the doctor was like, yeah, you had like I don't know, probably maybe an hour or something, probably more like 20 minutes. You were about to go into sepsis and die. I was like, oh
yeah.
And then I almost
I know,
died
I was
coming out
like-
of anesthesia.
I was telling
Yeah,
my
they actually
ex,
almost
like,
pronounced
it's just
me
a kidney
dead.
stone. Like you're fine.
Yeah.
You don't need to go to the hospital. It's a kidney stone. Like I've had a thousand of them. I already know what this is. You're fine. And then we end up going, and they're like, "Oh no, his appendix burst."
Whoops.
Oh, my
Can
bad.
they fix that or no? They just take it out.
Yeah, if your
I think
appendix
so.
burst, they have to like open you up and like soak up all of the infection and everything. Yeah.
Take out all the appendix parts.
Yeah, to get all the stuff out. It's pretty gross. I had like a lung infection from it.
Oh no.
And then but yeah, the anesthesia almost killed me too. I woke up hearing them. They're like, Courtney. And I heard one of the ladies go, she's dead. You guys, I think she's dead. And,
You're like,
and then
"That's so traumatizing."
and then I just started like convulsing. I was like, I had no control over my body, basically having a seizure on the table. It was scary.
That's so scary.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're okay.
Don't recommend at all. Yeah, don't.
But it's like you can't really. It's unpredictable. Like it just happens, right? Like you can't really prevent that. It's just sometimes your appendix bursts. I guess
That's why you're
Right.
here to talk about pain equity, Courtney.
Yeah, because anesthesia, not my thing. I can't ever have surgery at all, ever. But because twice it's tried to kill me now. But like, how am I supposed to get my nose fixed if I can't get surgery? But
I feel that.
Okay, bye, DS. No more. Ben Crisp, whatever happened to Jedediah Bila? I don't know who that is.
what is that?
Simon Host says, when black people are there, hip hop music is playing. Renouf, White Wolf, what part of England is. Shit! I didn't see this.
Dang it.
Yorkshire.
Yeah, Yorkshire.
Like the pudding. We was magas. I would like to point out that the pain the commercial is talking about is the pain of black because it is so hard. I don't know if you've heard. You're right. They're talking about it's just hard to be a black person in America, so they need extra.
So they need a doctor to prescribe them pain medication for it.
Mm-hmm. We was magas. What if Tim Walz's kid moves to Texas and becomes governor because they all think he's the real Simple Jack?
Well, then we're just screwed.
Says Shanny's mic may not work, but her Twitter is fire.
Yay!
K-Max says, is there any more Opie news, Chris? It's become too boring to cover, or do we need to blow up Opie's channel now? Opie Unleashed! Opie, as you guys know, is unleashed. Greg Opie Hughes.
Opie Unleashed.
He was
Opie
Unleashed. He was a famous radio person many years ago, and he's been sort of just figuring it out since the last 10 years. Opie Unleashed. What is Opie up to? 14 hours ago, he runs about in the New York City area. Shanny, Cherry, if you don't know, Courtney is somewhat familiar with Opie Unleashed.
Unfortunately,
he's basically a man searching, finding himself.
Oh, is he finally recording in widescreen?
Yes, because he does listen to the chat, despite what he'll say.
Excuse me, you're ruining my picture.
Of construction?
Sorry, you're ruining my picture, please.
Opie Unleashed.
What is happening?
A little further to the right.
So I think I know what's happening here. He thinks he is being funny, and he is telling these other tourists to just move away. This isn't Central Park. This is in the middle of New York City. It's like a huge park. So instead of like he's trying, he thinks he's like this ultimate prankster, like punk meister, even though he's like 60 something years old. So he'll run into stores, be like, I want to buy envelopes. Oh my God, is it near the period products? Like he still has a very sophomoric sense of humor. So here he's trying to, like, I guess, punk or prank these tourists by just telling them to move out of the way of his photo. And like they are moving out of the way. So there's really no moment of like, oopsie, gotcha.
Do we need to watch the envelope video to
so that they
get
know what they're getting into?
Yeah, to get anyone caught up
They're just
on,
sort of shrugging. He's like,
Please.
gotcha.
You had your turn.
It's so cringy. It hurts my body, but like it's such a perfect example of like that has 11 likes. Good for him.
He's doing good.
It's just a great example though of like what he does, because it's just none of it makes sense. It's just him being obnoxious and yelling at corner store workers,
harassing New Yorkers.
Yeah, or like there was one video of him like asking women if they're models as they walk by.
Where's the envelope video? Oh goodness, is it so unleashed that I can't find it?
Is it? Well, wait, hold on. Scroll all the way up. Scroll all the way up. Are you on his page, or are you just looking at what YouTube is offering? Yeah, click on his page. There we go. Go to videos. There we go.
For the first time. Okay. Wow. What are these thumbnails even?
They're so like random.
Yeah.
Are you a model? That was he really crushed it on that.
That one's so bizarre. You just, are you a model? No. Yeah,
Did he
figures. Makes
delete it?
sense.
Did he delete the envelope video?
No. Or is it on his other channel? Is it on the old one with that has
His
the
short?
Anthony stink on it? Because doesn't he have another
No,
channel
this
where
was
like
Unleashed. This was an Unleashed video.
Trying to do the ice baths because I want to be as cool as Joe Rogan, man.
why is he who he is?
Yeah, he's upset that Joe Rogan isn't helping him.
Oh yeah, I remember that video when he like Dear Rogan, I
Envelope
wrote you,
video
but you're
is
still
in
like
the private chat, by the way.
Hold on.
Oh, I was about to look for it.
All right. We found the famous envelope video. I'll never get tired of watching this. This video is what made me decide to cover his content.
I gotta get envelopes. You guys got envelopes? Are they next to the Kotex? Are they next to the feminine hygiene? I see feminine hygiene, not envelopes. It's not next to the hygiene, is it? I know, but she sent me where the feminine hygiene stuff. It was very embarrassing for all of us. Is there envelopes around here? Oh, right here. I'm sorry, man. Thank you.
Your face,
guys.
Terry.
Opie, the
I'm just.
Oh, God, I'm so
Opie,
bad.
the ultimate
Are you
troll.
Okay. She's had it with you already, and she's known you for 15 seconds. Well, that's pretty good. Haagen Dazs. Little Haagen Dazs. I just needed to pay for my envelopes to get out of here. I got nothing but 10s all day long. I went to the bank. Be an easy target with my bad back. I got $1,000 on me. 1,000 in tax. Easy target. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Yeah. Sorry if I was a bother. I was a bother. Here you go, man.
Oh, thank you.
Happy New Year, all right?
It's giving like crazy homeless person.
Yeah.
He also videotapes homeless people and just follows them around because he's unleashed.
Oh man.
Oh, I get. Okay, now.
So is he actually retarded or?
No, this is what happens when you get very famous at a certain point in your life and then you never adjust or make the necessary changes to stay relevant and like keep the juices flowing.
Man, it's just because like that you can have normal social skills and still like do funny stuff. Like that's just like that right there. We're just like, sir, you just seem mentally handicapped.
Yeah.
Like there's
I'm
nothing.
saying.
Sorry, I was a bother. Sorry, shut up.
It seems like he
Haagen-Dazs.
it seems like he just acts on like the very first thought he has instead of thinking like, is this the most clever, funny thing I could be doing? Has this perhaps been done before?
Like, does he not watch his stuff back and go like, you know what? That wasn't my best.
That was not funny.
Like, at
Anybody
all.
would watch this and go, oh, I should just delete my whole channel and maybe work at a bank.
Yeah. Or, just live off the millions that I already have and be fine.
Work at a soup kitchen.
So he has money?
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot.
Okay.
But well, yeah. Okay, so let's paint a picture. This is a man, Cherry, who was he worked with Anthony Cumia. They were part of this Opie and Anthony radio show in the early aughts. They were basically like just as famous as Howard Stern. They were on Sirius XM, made millions, did great. It was like that was their heyday. And then the Anthony part of Opie and Anthony got fired. And he was kind of like one of the first people to be canceled. He had like a verbal altercation with some black lady in Times Square. Like he was just taking photos, and this woman just happened to be in one of the photos, and like he was like, I think, what was he, live streaming it or something, or posted a video, and he was canceled from this like altercation, fired. And then Opie, instead of, I guess, trying to say like, hey, it's either me, you know what I mean? Like didn't like stick his neck out for him. Just was like, I guess I'll keep working here. Anthony started his own network, which is Compound Media. And that just kind of concluded over the summer. Well, he sold it to Censored TV. But anyway, it kept a company and network going for 10 years. And Opie just sort of, he has a house in the Hamptons. He has a bougie apartment in New York City. I think one of the Trump buildings. And he'll just do like shitty videos of himself. Like this man's a millionaire, but this is the best he can do in terms of a set is like, oh, a ring light you can see in the window. And then the light changes because he'll start the video. It's dark. And then maybe he'll
It's
start
almost like unbelievable. Like,
yeah,
I almost like don't believe that. You know what I mean? Because he's just so.
Yeah, I was thinking the same
What?
thing.
Like he has the money to get a better camera and like
Right.
at least one person to come and help him with like a background and lighting and stuff like that. Like he has the money to do that. Like if I had that money, you better believe this wouldn't be way better than what I got going on.
Yeah. Just like based on the 2 clips I've seen, like if you would have told me that person was a radio host, I would have been like, haha.
right. Would
Like,
they would
it's
hire
like-
hire people who know how to put a good broadcast together? Certainly he could.
It's just bizarre.
Yeah, he doesn't even have like he has enough money to even have like a studio and a booth boy.
Right. But
it's
instead,
just
he went to a Best Buy and he literally bought like podcast in a box. And
Yeah, right.
this is the gear that he's doing his broadcasts with. Like, oh, it's like baby's first boom mic, baby's first ring light. Like,
Right.
this is the equipment he has.
but it looks like he's probably using the camera from his laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Something terrible.
And so he had a huge channel called like Opie Radio, which had like 100K followers. This is my search history, by the way. Piano for babies. Pop the balloon, transgender. I'm not ashamed of my search history at all. This is what I'm looking at here.
Patrice O'Neill, love it.
Opie Radio, his initial channel, has 147K.
We couldn't be happier.
subs because this is the channel that's successful because it was associated with Anthony Cumia when they were like part of this iconic radio duo. But he wants to move away from the stink of Anthony Cumia, you know, the guy who made him famous, and start his own thing. Hence, we have Opie Unleashed, which has like 1,000 and change subs. That's why it's fun to
That's a
watch.
lot of lore.
A lot of lore. Too much lore. And I can't believe I'm embarrassed to say I'm not even subscribed. Now I'm subscribed.
Oh no, don't he's gonna block you and then what?
Block me from subscribing?
Yeah. Then you won't be able to watch his content anymore once he finds out you subscribed.
He did block me from Twitter though. So there is that.
Really?
Oh yeah. He's not a fan.
Yeah, he got mad when she invited him to be on her show.
Yeah, he said
asked
no, you're
Mr.
too boring.
Beast.
He's tweeting at Mr. Beast. Yeah, he's I'm too
Joe
boring.
Rogan and
yeah.
He's too good for you, clearly.
He is too good for me. He's too good to buy an actual light.
Crazy.
Thank you, KMax, for opening up that can of worms. We was MAGAs. Courtney Brooke, did you hear anyone say Code Brown?
When? Wait, what? Code Brown? Huh?
I don't know.
What is this in reference to?
It's a mystery.
I don't know.
Mark of Reality. Hi, Courtney. This is SimpCast after all.
Hi, Mark of Reality. He's simping hard, baby.
Strange lunatic. I almost died from sepsis in my blood. Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll
scary.
ruin your life.
Why doesn't Opie just start an OnlyFans or an Opie fans?
For some reason, I thought that had said something about him farting, and then I realized like he might be able to do like a whole farting channel and still.
It'd be more interesting than what he's doing.
Yes.
We was Magas. I feel like most of Opie's skits would work better if he had his dick hanging out for all of them. Are you a model? Penis hanging out. See, it's funnier. Yeah, it is funnier.
Scarier. That would. I would call the police.
Would you move, please? I'm trying to take a picture. Dick hanging out. Are the envelopes beside the tampons? Dick hanging out. It is funnier. But he could get arrested. Wraith, what popular movie people love but you hate? What popular movie people love but you hate? Aha, okay. This is people are not gonna like me for this, but really most things Adam Sandler does. I like the one about the jewelry store, Uncut Gems.
Ah, yes.
But I basically can't stand anything he ever does. I find him so exhausting and so like obnoxious funny, which doesn't do it for me. I know I'm supposed to find him funny, as he's supposed to be like internationally beloved, but I just find him grating. There, I said it.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, he is pretty annoying. I don't know though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, because I don't see a lot of movies anyway. Like, if I watch a movie that I like, then I'll like watch that on repeat. I'm not like good with keeping up on movies. I forgot that movies even were a thing. Like, I'd have people tell me how to find out like what movies are coming out and stuff. So I don't know if there's like a movie that I hate but it's popular, because the movies I hate are like Disney, Star Wars movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Ooh.
I feel like
I hate Lord of the Rings.
Wait,
Lord of the Rings?
which one?
Lord of the Rings. I just
Wow.
I hate that whole
Yeah,
vibe. It's just
that'll do
not
it.
my vibe at all, and it's so long.
It's exhausting. The idea of it is exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I can't do long movies. That's probably why I've never watched any of those, because I'm like,
I'm with you. I'm not a movie person either, so now you're gonna make me watch a movie for 3 hours on top of it. Like,
Look,
I can't handle
Adam
that.
Gilmore is funny, but I'm saying like Adam Sandler is exhausting. His faces are stupid. The voices he does are stupid. Like it's all fucking retarded. I'm sorry. Like it's all like if you're a 14-year-old boy, you think he's the greatest thing. And like the people who like him, like low key have never grown up. And like again, I know he's funny. Like I should like him. Everything he does is fucking retarded. I'm sorry. It really feels good to say that.
That's funny, actually.
I know, like
you're in a safe space here, Chrissy.
I know, like Frank.
We
thinks
support
he's
you.
funny, and I watch it, and Frank puts it on. But he knows I hate him. I don't hate him as a person. I just hate all of his movies, and I'll still watch a movie. I'll still watch an Adam Sandler. I'll sit there with my arms folded, and I'll be like, "What do people see in this? Why?
How could anybody possibly like this?"
I'm like, how low IQ do you have to be to find him genuinely funny? Like, actually, a laugh comes out of you when you see him. But
Maybe
I
you
do
just
even
have to be
tell
like
you
a middle
the
school
last
boy.
movie I saw with him in it.
I give him
I don't know.
credit. I give him credit for like he's helped out a lot of his friends. He's given a lot of them work. You know, he'll be like, "Hey, I'm gonna fucking go to Hawaii," and then he'll just shoot a movie in Hawaii.
Mhm.
That's really smart. But I just can't handle. The whole movie is like that.
Bitch.
I'm like, what? Why are we watching this? I'm sorry. I want to like it. I really have tried, but I would need to have brain damage to find him funny.
Yeah, I remember when everyone was talking about how Happy Gilmore was like the best movie ever, and I watched it and I was like, "Oh, well, this is fine." Like I liked it. I still thought it was funny, but I couldn't understand. Yeah, I just couldn't understand why it was like everyone's, "Oh my god, it's awesome! It was so good!" Like, yeah, it was funny. Like
Yeah, it's not like the best movie.
Oh, it's him just like yelling in a stupid voice.
Are
I'm
you
like,
too
this-
good for your home?
Go to your hole. Are you too good for your hole? I'm like,
Why are you screaming at a golf ball,
This
you
is
nut
all-
job?
This is all he can do. This is the best he's got. Running around, breaking things, yelling.
I know, like a lot of like Gen Z and stuff like think he's really hot.
What?
I'm just like,
Really?
That's
Hot,
crazy.
he
I'm,
is
s-
hot.
I'm
He can
dead
never
ass.
be.
I'm dead
I don't
ass. Like
see
it's
that.
I
a
see how
thing,
people find
and
him
I
funny.
don't
Hot,
get it.
no.
I
No.
think it's this like, what is the most unconventional thing that I can act like is attractive to make myself seem different? Because I'm sorry, there's just no way you think of Hollywood actors and you're like, oh yeah, Adam Sandler, he's hot. Like, that's wild to
I mean,
me. But
I
it's a
went into
thing.
shock when Ariana Grande was talking about how she had a huge crush on Jim Carrey. I was like, ma'am, you
Oh my
need a
God.
therapist. This is crazy. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
grew
love
up
Jim
watching Jim
Carrey, but-
Carrey. Yeah, I didn't have a crush on him. I just grew up watching him and I thought he was really funny.
It is confirmed Adam Sandler is a Gen Z fashion icon. I put it in private
telling
chat.
you.
Why? Because he wears normcore?
Yeah, they love the sweatpants and the sweatshort or the
Come
basketball shorts.
on.
I didn't take a moment to actually acknowledge Fealty's picture, the IT picture.
Oh, yes.
I noticed that too. I thought that was funny.
Great. Adam Sandler reacts to being an accidental Gen Z fashion icon. What?
So he's a fashion icon, not like hot.
Dude, I'm telling you, like
look,
Tana Mojo.
I don't find him
Trisha
funny
Paytas.
or hot. That should tell you something.
Tana Mojo and Trisha Paytas literally like every week, every time they have a podcast. It's like Adam Sandler's
You
so
know,
hot.
this is an accidental thing, but here I am wearing goofy clothes and I don't know. I don't think about it, but I appreciate you saying that.
There's something called the Madam Sandler. It's
What's
very
that?
long shorts and it's like small crop top.
Oh yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think of that?
Crop top I used to wear when I was young. I used to wear the half shirt. Now it would not be great for anybody, but I get it.
I even love him in this interview. I like him as a person. I just
Me
can't
too.
stand a movie with him in it. He is the same stupid character in everything he does. He's either the retarded version of it, the golf playing version of that, the first date version of that. It's like,
Yeah, it's like the same, same character.
I can't. It makes me
I
so
mean,
angry.
he
to
did
think
have
about.
that album though.
Put on
He
your
had a music
yarmulke.
album?
Time for Hanukkah.
It's time for Hanukkah. And he
How
had the song,
about Hanukkah? Stop.
and 8 crazy nights or whatever.
Not a Jew.
Like,
Lunch lady, sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. It's like same shit. Oh my god,
Yeah.
this is like the most cathartic fucking episode of SimpCast ever. I feel like a huge weight has been lifted that I can just say it. I can
You had to get that off your
I feel like
chest.
I'm coming out of the closet because it's like
who was it that asked
everyone
that
fucking
question?
loves him.
Who asked that question? We must thank them for this moment.
I really
know how
feel
we got on
lighter. I
this.
feel like I'm gonna skip out of here. Whew.
It was Wraith. Wraith, thank you
Please
for
put
asking
an
that
F in the
question.
chat. Put an F in the chat if you genuinely find Adam Sandler funny, like non-ironically. You know, so who's getting on my nerves too is Will Ferrell. I know. I should
That's what I
find,
was thinking.
I should
I was
find him
thinking that
funny.
too.
Everyone loves him, but he's just like
Mhm.
a dumb, stupid oaf in everything he does.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't
He's always
understand why
like
people love
a
Elf.
big old cross-eyed doofus in everything.
Yeah.
He's like, ugh.
I never liked him. I
He
never really
tries
cared
too
that much for
hard,
him.
I feel like.
Mhm.
To be funny.
Try too
Yes.
hard.
Yeah, and everyone be like, "Oh, Elf is such a great movie. It's a bet." No, it's
Dude,
not. It's fine.
It is not a good movie.
"Whoa!" He's always just like yelling and exasperated and like
Yeah.
pretending to be like a kid. "Whoa!" And it's like, oh my god! I know I should
Yeah.
find it funny. I want to. Believe
No,
me, I want to.
you can find
things
whatever you
people
want funny. You can find whatever you want funny to be funny. You don't have to find something funny.
I
just 'cause
know
other people think it's
him.
funny.
I know him. And it's like,
I just feel like Will Ferrell is like, and Adam. I mean, it's too like peak like early 2000s humor. Like it's not. It does not withstand the test
it's a
of
measure
time.
of a time that is not very much gone
Yeah.
by.
Well, there's one thing with having like a style of comedy and then being a one-trick pony, right? Like
Yeah.
you can be funny and have like a specific style of comedy that you do. But that's just not their thing anymore. It's they're just like, "Oh, I can only do this." And the thing is that they're in movies. It's not like they're just doing stand up. They're in movies. Play a different character.
For real.
I know. I feel bad. Like I already feel people being mad at me for Not, but I love Chris Farley. There's like a lot of goofy men of that era that I enjoy.
Oh, what was that movie? What was it? Chris
Excuse
Farley
me,
and David Spade.
Techniques, you can be banned. That's
Yeah, enjoy your band.
You know it's
and-
negative. You by yourself on a Sunday night
Yeah.
with no chat to
Complaining about women.
talking to. Bye. Oh yes, Wraith. This is all your fault. You started this mess.
Thank you, Wraith. Thank you, Wraith, for letting
Enjoy
this
your
happen.
band. Enjoy it.
No, no, this is a good thing. This is cathartic. You're letting it out.
It feels
Tommy
good.
Boy, I think it was that I'm thinking of with Chris Farley
Also-
and David Spade. And
Oh, Tommy Boy,
that,
yeah.
that was a good movie. That was a good movie.
Yeah. What I hate about streamers
That's still funny. That's still funny. That movie.
Mitchell. What I hate about streamers are all these computer problems. Not talking about you, Shanny. I'm a trucker. I'll drive across the country. I'm a true nerd, and a computer needs me. Damn it.
My computer needs you.
Oh, Mitchell, you know what? We'll
Yeah.
send you the link next time and see how well you handle it.
Why don't you take off that bulletproof vest and try saying that? No. It's just weirdly threatening. Never mind. Wait, I didn't even know or realize what I'm saying most of the time. Okay. He just was like, I was like, he looks like naked except for the bulletproof vest.
I know. It's
What are you, 50 Cent? Get out of here.
No one's gonna threaten you. Don't worry. Isabella, loving others is salvation. Kindness is God. That's very sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, well, we hate Adam Sandler. So
Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell. K-Max says, in answer to Ray's question, I think Jennifer Aniston is someone people love, but Chrissy is not as big a fan of, or at least has a good.
Jennifer
Will,
so true.
Will, hi, Ross. We were on a break. I really can just say, "Oh, that's it. That's the extent of my impression."
In that,
Oh.
I had no idea. Wow.
What? Phoebes. Stupid. He was mega.
I like her for some reason though.
Because you have to, because you've been programmed to like her. Because everyone
maybe
tells you, oh, she's just non-threatening Jennifer Aniston with her old nipples and popular haircut.
Brad Pitt left her for Angelina Jolie, so we just have to.
Oh, we're supposed to care if maybe she's fucking Barack Obama. I don't care. I would.
Yeah.
God, I
But we
forgot
have
about
to-
that.
We're supposed to be sad though that Brad Pitt left her 20 years ago.
Oh, Brad. Oh, I guess it was.
And we have to
it
like her
wasn't
more.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith enough for you.
Oh, Brad! I didn't realize you wanted children. Wow.
Brad. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I recently watched Billy Madison, the only Adam Sandler movie I ever thought was funny. Halfway through, I realized it was only funny because I was 14. Exactly.
That's
my
true.
point. Parkhurst, I am convinced Courtney, Cherry, and Shanny can found the greatest tent building company in the world. They'll make tents great again. I agree.
Yay! Pigeon tents.
Gen Zs love their fashion victimhood. Rudy, the vet Russo, Little Nicky. No, it wasn't. Little Nicky was good. Chrissy, Little Nicky is in fact one of my absolute least favorite Adam Sandler movies. Chrissy, are you going to the Grifties?
I'll be right
back. Okie dokie. The Courtney's a smoke show.
Wow.
I might go to the Grifties. When are they?
Oh,
Wow. Somebody got a compliment.
Didn't Eliza Blue win an award at the Grifties?
She
Or
did
weren't we
last
trying-
year. I think I presented the award for best female grifter, and you know what? Pearl won.
As she should.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Oh,
Last year? Wasn't it the year before though? She was, or no, I think we were just suggesting that she should win the Grifties. And then she won some other award where they couldn't even show any proof that she did anything.
Look, the cowbell skit was a comedic masterpiece. Oh God. Do 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 do.
It's not that funny. I don't.
It's funnier when like referring to it than it is actually watching that skit though.
It's, you know what? I would say it's more important of a piece of pop culture than it is actually funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. Like I get why people
I
find
get
it funny and
I get
reference
It's
it,
like,
but
it's like nothing. It's like you know,
Yeah, like
you're supposed to find so and so, whatever celebrity hot. You're like, sorry, I just don't. You're like, I know I'm supposed to
Right.
find this funny. I get why people do, but it's just like,
Chrissy, why
can't.
do you hate me,
Oh my
Chrissy?
God.
Jimmy Joe, Sloppy Joe. Stop.
You like
All
the
the
Sloppy Joe's extra sloppy, do you? You should just watch my movies. I'm just give them a try, and you
I'm done.
He needs no more access to your back end. That was terrifying.
I used to say, effing hate Wolfhouse. Thank you. See, I'm getting some support. Dreams Lunatic. No, you know Sandler is going to be part of your gig now. You have to work on my Sandler impression for sure, so I can do it with more ire. Apart, of course, from Horatio DEI Sands, he's actually funny.
No, have you heard about the allegations about him?
No, what happened?
He had like a special fan club back in like the early 2000s, and there were like teenage girls that were part of it, and he would invite them to parties, and like he was like fingering one of them at an after party, and like in front of people too. Like it wasn't even there was a lot of crazy allegations going on. I need to follow up on that and see what was going on, because a lot of people were implicated because they witnessed it and never said anything. Like Amy Poehler, our favorite feminist, Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, may or may not have actually been at one of those parties and knew that happened and then didn't say anything.
Wow,
that's very unsurprising.
Carrie R says, "Hi, Chrissy. My son Georgie would like to say hello. He's the young man." Hello, Georgie. Is this an Adam Sandler joke?
We don't know.
Oh no! Wait, that's your actual photo. Hello, Georgie. I'm just now. My defenses are so up for Adam Sandler comments.
Just everything is. Hi, Georgie.
He was really banging on that cowbell. He was.
Yeah, it was funny at the time, and it's funny to reference it, but it's just like it wouldn't if it was a new bit now. Like no one would think it was funny.
Little Nicky had Dangerfield Classic March. Oh yeah, March 29th at the dojo. Thank you. A couple more. Please stop inviting the help on the show. I'm not inviting the help. He has back end access. He lets himself on whenever he wants. Master Swag King, Chrissy, what are your top 3? What a disgusting, horrible question. And I'm a mother now, so I will be ignoring this question.
She's sophisticated.
So as a mother, I would say passing out, sleep deprived, and
wiping vomit off.
Yeah, actually, he hasn't puked yet.
Oh, really? Ooh, I don't want to jinx that.
Okay, knock on.
There you go.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm a mother now. I'm someone's mom now. Only Frank should have back end access. It's true, he does. But he doesn't use it because he respects me. All right, I can tell by my boobs hurting that it's maybe time to land this plane. Okay, wow, what a great show. Let's end with this lighthearted video, shall we? We shall.
Is it Opie Unleashed?
No, I wish.
I don't know if that's lighthearted.
Now, oops, come back, video. That's not it. God damn it. Who's engineering this thing? It's me.
Yeah, what is happening?
Did I clicked it away? That's why it's gone.
Oh no.
My effing.
Well, close out the other ones.
Oh, it was next to the Neo Vagina tab, and I just.
If you go to the top right of your browser, there's the 3 lines. You can click that, go to history, and you'll be able to find that link you just closed.
Do you realize how complicated that sounds, BLT?
It's too many hoops.
Hoops.
It's 2 clicks.
Hoops galore.
So your browser So you have your browser open, and then you just go to the three
Go
three
back
lines.
through time.
Well, I don't know about all that. I think you just.
I don't know about all that either. I'm just gonna go back to the initial where I found that link.
I'm already. I'm trying. And I don't know what he's talking about.
You can have all the tech support in the world, but if you're dumb and you don't listen.
Yeah, if you're mentally handicapped like myself, then it's not gonna help.
All right, this better be good. Oh my god, man! Oh, it's shrink wrap.
What?
Wow! Oh, they're testing how many layers of shrink wrap they can not run through.
Oh, shrink wrap.
Oh, they're being boys.
Yes,
is what you're telling me.
Oh, it's very
This isn't boys.
There's nothing more boy than this right here. What they're doing.
Yeah.
Level 3 free loops.
That's funny.
Jaden lost.
Oh, wow.
Golo is his name?
8 layers. Running shirtless.
Wow.
So we got that one.
This movie is funnier than anything Adam Sandler has ever done.
Oh,
I like that guy's name is Golo.
Oh my god. 11 layers. Are these like gang members? Are these trained Araguas? Because if they are, then let's not deport them all.
We can keep this one. These ones. Yeah, they're fun.
12 layers.
Okay.
Oh, Golo!
Look how much of a running start. Oh no!
No!
Vince!
I was so
my
invested.
God. What's
No, we're not
gonna
gonna know.
happen?
Where's the part 2?
I saw this on Instagram earlier. If you want to know who won,
Well, where's the part 2?
I was trying to find it on Instagram because I saw that one wasn't long enough. I can't find it anymore. But
Wow,
give me a
you're fired.
second.
They can do that
I
shit.
feel like I just got ghosted.
All right, we will find
Come
this
back,
clip.
Golo.
Tune in next week. We will see how it all ends. Courtney, what's coming up for you? Where can they follow you?
Oh well, you can. You can follow me.
Well, and subscribe to Courtney's YouTube channel, please.
Yes, please. I do plan on doing another marathon stream this week because we finally get super chats, which is very exciting.
Oh, you got monetized, girl.
Baby. Oh, we need some.
wow.
Where's the dance music? Yeah, so you can follow me on Twitter. Handle is was that Courtney, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Courtney Brooke, and we like to do all sorts of fun. We do all sorts of fun things over there, like body cam videos, and we talk about what's happening, like fat ladies getting rejected from Lyft and all that stuff.
All the important topics.
Yeah, Hassan in a French maid outfit, whatever.
Ooh.
So yes, so follow me on those things, and we will have a party where I'll probably dance. We can hula hoop if you want. The dogs will be there usually. I'm just gonna keep going until you tell me to stop.
Oh, Courtney. Shanny Pays.
Hey, you can follow me on Twitter at PlaysShanny or Instagram at ShannyPlay. Those would be those are my main places.
Please come back, Shanny. I feel like our technical differences kept us from getting your full essence.
Music is a little too loud to hear you, Christy. Yeah, it was very difficult to hear you over the music. So did anyone even hear me at all when I told you to? Oh well.
Wait, no, Courtney, to give yours again.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard me the first time. So follow me on Twitter. Was that Courtney is my handle? Oh my god.
Okay, that's funny.
Keep going, Courtney.
And then you can subscribe.
I'm just kidding. Keep going.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Courtney Brooke, and we will do all sorts of fun things over there. Goodbye.
You can find me on Twitter at PlaysShanny or Instagram at ShannyPlays.
Follow Courtney too. Cherry.
Yeah, you guys, you can find me on X and YouTube at Miss Cherry Perez, and I think I should have a new video up reacting to liberal meltdowns over the Trump inauguration on Tuesday. So,
Yeah. We love a liberal meltdown.
I watched that fog one
Oh,
that
yeah.
you did. That was really good.
Thank you. It flopped. I don't know why. I thought it was good too, but it's weird. My
Well, I'm just
videos
gonna have
either
to
do okay
rewatch
or-
it and get it back in that algorithm. Everybody watch that freaking fog video she did. It was awesome.
Tune in tomorrow
The
between
fog
10,
is trying to kill us.
between 10 and 12 tomorrow. I'll be waiting for my bed to be delivered.
Yay!
I'm really
then-
excited for you.
I should live stream the first sleep. Then the baby swimming lesson is Tuesday morning. Can't really tune in for that. Although I really should live stream that too because he absolutely is the best in the class, far and away. It's not even close. I'll be on Jason Burmas's show Tuesday at 12:30. You know, I don't even know if that's live or pre-tape, so I should check before I run my mouth. Then I might get my hair dyed on Wednesday. I might not.
We'll see.
My annual gyno appointment on Thursday, 11:30. And I canceled the last one back in like November, and they're like, "Bitch, you can't come back for 3 months. That's how booked up it is." And I was like, "Wow."
Whoops.
I learned my lesson that day. Anyway, I'll be streaming. Don't you worry. And this Saturday, I'll be opening for Sam Tripoli at Tiff's Ale House in Morris Plains, New Jersey. That's the same venue where they're going to have the Grifties at the end of March. I think that's I don't know what time the show is. It's showtime, regular showtimey time. And
I know what that is.
right now, so just speaking of vomit, maybe we got the 90s wrong. I highly suggest Steven Seagal's timeless hit off the Crystal Cave album. Okay, cool.
What?
You should do a live gyno stream. Yeah, be like, check this out. Like, look how fucking crazy it looks now after birth. Just kidding. It looks great. Everything's fine. Don't be afraid to have kids. Love you all. Thank you for watching SimpCast. We will see everybody next week. Bye.